Oh, wait, I don't have Jim on here. Where'd Jim go? Let me fix this. Those were a huge hit when we did the tournament by both the GMs and the players alike, I will say. Hmm.
Ah, that's
Oh,
fantastic.
God.
All of us all.
Right?
Yes, I too would have said something.
How about now, guys? And why don't you guys talk because we're on different channels? Yeah. The mixer is not showing you, so let's do this.
of the spell burns. I'm up to 78 now, I think.
Ooh.
What am I up to?
I guess I just assumed.
Oh, 80. I'm on 80.
Is
So
this a new thing, or are you returning to it?
no, I never listened to it the first time through. So this is really my first time all the way through Spellburn. What were you going to teach me? I've been playing since 2010, and it turns out there's actually quite a bit. So it's really good.
Okay, they can now hear Jim and Tim and Jeff. Says Jeff.
Yeah,
That's because we're the only ones speaking.
I had to like re-input the audio stuff. OBS hates me today. I'm not sure what's going on.
God bless you doing it though. I'd already be like in a cold sweat over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brendan.
And technology scares me.
I missed last week, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stumble into the scene. Like, hey guys, I'm here.
You were out there guarding the front door. Yeah, so we made our way to the Croaking Fane, the place that Bubugbabills had commanded Septis to go to, and yeah, we went inside this place, and wow, it was the top of it was this temple. Like with a frog-shaped temple. You guys made your way through. The highlights are inside the temple. There were these statues of these sort of toad gargoyles that were turned and that fled. Then Forrester went ahead and did a little dance on top of this great big stone idol at the end of the thing. That stone idol animated and that came to life. That got turned. And then you heard what happened as far as the what do you call it? The last battle against that slime creature, which got destroyed. Am I right? Somebody killed it. Something.
I
think we destroyed everying.
Yeah.
And the statue ran out. The statue
The statue ran out, and the
like the Kool-Aid man.
yeah, broke the front doors down. But weirdly, and this is a key thing. Weirdly, nothing has. Okay, we think we're all good now. Great. Weirdly, nothing has like come to investigate. Like no one has popped their head up and been like, "Hey, you guys up here destroying the whole temple?" Because nothing has really. Although now, okay, so when we start off, okay, so Ernesto Verde, that's awesome. So when Ernie kind of like snaps into it, aka Mr. Ernesto Verde. Wiggs has just been rescued from the basement on a pillar of force. However, Wiggs is still damaged and has a broken foot. And that's going to need to get attended to by somebody. And now there's a hole down, like, you guys can now, there's no closing this, the hole got, blown up with magic missiles. So now the croaking coming from underneath the temple is amazingly loud. It's so loud that you're actually having a hard time hearing each other speak. It's like being in a bell tower while the bells are going off. They're incredibly loud. There seems to be a lot of them. They have these amazingly deep, croaks, and they're all over the place down there. So yeah, so Wiggs, you're back up. You get like lifted back up there, but you're sitting there up on the top. Ernie, you were now like kind of snapped into this temple raid, and yeah, there's a great big hole in the floor of this this north end of the temple, which say it's like probably like 8 feet around, that Wig sort of blew through the floor, and it's 20 feet down to a whole squad of great big giant, very 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 loud toads that are down there. There's a pedestal at the end of the very northern section of the actually there's a church vocabulary word here that I learned, and now I can't remember it.
Transept.
No, this is the barbel.
Oh.
There in the barbel is I know, right? What's up? Church noises, I know them. There at the end there is there's a like a little dais up there that previously had a three-ton frog statue, which has now run for the hills and actually smashed out to the front doors like the Kool-Aid man. So there's like the whole front of this temple here, the doors are completely, there were like these neat doors that like kind of like shifted around and sort of shut, destroyed. All of the pews destroyed. And now there's a giant hole in the floor. So, but Bugabill's sitting there in his cosmic swamp is looking down on y'all like, when I send my kids out to destroy a temple, they do not mess about. So he's pleased as punch. And again, nothing has showed up to challenge you yet as we're upstairs. So this is where we are. Again, it's so loud in here now, though. So that is what's going on. So how are we reacting to this? Wiggs, you got a broken foot. Septus, once again, that huge expenditure of power has caused the spell that you have every once in a while, the episode that have happened where your personality is slightly changed, and also all of your mercurial effects have been blanked, and we have to go through and roll them up again. So whenever you cast a spell, we will be rolling your mercurial effect for the first time.
I know. I look forward to it.
None more than me. I couldn't be more excited. So there we are, and we are going to use the minor, the D50 table for that for the minor ones as well, because I just put it on my downstairs computer and now I've got it. So
why not?
It. Yeah, I thought I had it. I'll find it.
So most of the frogs are still under the floor. Yeah, like
They're all
haven't
down
pouring
there.
it.
They're great big things, but they don't seem either capable of or interested in leaping up here to the top in order to attack y'all while y'all are still here in the top part of the temple. They, if you look down there, you see a few curious glances as they sort of like swim, like around there at the edge of that water. But none of them have really none of them have, if Wiggs had stayed down there, you would have seen a lot more action because she would have been in range. But they're just down there milling about still, curious about this new source of light that is coming into their thing, because now there's ambient light out the whole temple because you smashed a hole through the frog statue, smashed a hole through the front door. There's like a 20-foot Kool-Aid manhole in the front of the temple. And it's still, I will say it's early twilight out at this point. So there's light pouring in there.
Saving us money on torches, guys. You're welcome. What can I say?
And since Wiggs is injured, obviously we need to clean out her injuries, and there's nothing cleaner than bathwater. So I'm going to go ahead and pour out my flask of bathwater onto her broken foot to kind of help it heal and clean it up.
That's right. There was some halfling bathwater, right?
Yeah, but
temple.
Again, just holding the Holy Cross, but this time like to her temple, like, Lord, help me.
So Brendan, that made her foot automatically heal, right?
Let me check my notes here. No, it made her foot automatically wet and a little soapy.
Can I try and, like, as he's pouring it on there, can I try and lay on hands in such a way that he thinks that it did?
100%.
I want to
Go ahead,
Forrester, like he's earned that.
Yeah. So a broken bone. For a cleric to heal a broken bone, I should have already had this out. But,
I think it's like 2 dice, right?
I believe that sounds right. No, 1 die. 1 die will fix a broken foot.
All right. I make no promises, but I make an effort. Yeah, well, 13. What's your alignment?
Neutral.
That'll get you 1 die.
Yep. So you don't get any hit points back for that, but Wiggs's foot is now healed, and you can once again put weight upon it.
By the
Thank you.
bathwater.
Behold the power of my bathwater. Bottle this up and sell it. You saw that, right? You're my witnesses.
This
We
is just me
believe.
trying to encourage not drinking everything.
Forrester.
He used it for something other than drinking it, so I was like, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
Forrester, please, I need some after all that spell burn. Please, some bathwater.
So I've already emptied the bottle on Wiggs's foot, but I'll go ahead and splash whatever is left onto Septus's forehead from the flask.
It's like the weirdest holy water ever.
Would it be wrong for me to try and get some off of Wiggs's foot? Maybe.
Okay.
Just a little.
Just took a weird turn with this transition.
Wow.
Didn't Septus's personality change?
Yep.
And he's
but
chaotic and
to
he's
someone who can
burnt
be
down to
within
nothing.
500 feet of a school, Jesus. Wiggs, how many hit points are you at other than that? Do you need more lay on hands?
I'm at 11 out of 21, so maybe.
Yeah, that might be a good idea then. All right, I'm gonna make a second attempt.
Right.
Ooh, that's gonna be my first disapproval of the night.
No.
Take a point
Oh, no.
of disapproval. God's
I've been
not
disapproving of just about everything you've done today. So, does anybody remember how much he burned down and what he took it from? Because I don't have that.
It's
information.
just we just know it's 16 points.
16 points. We don't know where it came from though, so that's up to you.
Okay.
We're gonna let you decide. Since he didn't call it, you can actually be the decider and figure
Gotcha.
out where that popped up.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Since
All right.
that's my first thing of disapproval, should I take another swing maybe at getting Wiggs back up a little bit? I feel like that might be worth it.
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
Alright.
that's like half hit points.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? I'll pray with you to Shul and ask Shul if there is some way that I can petition or do some sort of contrition to like help you along, either by lowering disapproval or adding to the roll, like whether it's a sacrifice of money or treasure or just devotion.
No,
And I will also offer up to Shul any advice on healing should the god need it.
oh yeah, that's what the gods want. That's what they want most of all.
Yours evens out with Tim's. She's just.
So Tim, you can go ahead and there's not a 0% chance of this. So instead, this wouldn't be a luck check. What I want is a mega personality check. D20, add your personality roll. And this is you beseeching the gods on behalf of your friend Wiggs.
Yes. All right. So let's start off with a D20, and then I'll do my add. Oh yeah, that's not gonna do it, and that's not even worth spending luck.
We're looking at a 1 here or a 2? Or
No, we're looking at a 5.
5. Yeah. There's absolutely no effect. If you had a 1, there would have been something, but you would not have liked it. So that did not work out. But Phoebe, you can go ahead and make me another check for.
No, it did help. It boosted Phoebe's confidence a little bit that she's slowly getting the party on the right path. It's just taking a long time. And it really didn't, because that's a 1.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. All right. That's fantastic.
We're starting out strong, guys.
So go ahead and you got an actual 1. So wait, let me grab the book up here. Go ahead and roll me a die 4 for your
4.
Look at the pretty map.
Yeah, I figure I'll show the map that we've already revealed instead of just looking at a black screen.
Where are you guys on here? 1-6?
Yeah,
Or
we're
1-2?
like hanging out like 1-7, 1-6.
Okay. So
That's a 3 on the D4.
3 on the D4 check, and you are a follower of Shul, the moon goddess.
I'm at 2-10 is the hole in the ground.
Yes, that's the.
The hole in the ground is actually up by where Wiggs was standing. So where the actual number is 116, it's sort of like just in the square south of that is where the hole is.
Okay.
So stalling, page 33.
This is great. You know, I am doing Shul's work getting rid of all the unholy in here. Maybe she'll be a little lax.
All right, so oh wow. For the entire duration of moonrise to moonset, the cleric must preach the gospel of Shul to at least one listener. Failure incurs a -1 spell check penalty until moonset of the following day. So, like I just said, it's just getting on twilight outside. So you got a few hours until moonrise, but there will come a point where you will need to be preaching the gospel of Shul literally all night long until the moon goes down. So probably like a 4 or 5 hour window in there to at least one person, or you will have a -1 on all spell checks for tomorrow.
It's not gonna be
I will
one person. You
I
guys
will
better get
listen.
ready.
I will
guys
listen to the prayers of Shul because this is all my fault, and I'm so sorry. Stop trying to save me.
It's okay. It's the dice. That's why I'm getting my little jail out, and he's going in there.
Use him as an example to your other dice.
That's you put a little
Cut a
jail,
point off and put it in a pike.
and then you just. The other dice are sitting directly in front of it, looking at the little jail, so they'll learn.
So I'm guessing that below is where the actual cultists are, since they haven't come out at all.
And that's where we're hearing the noise from?
Yeah, at the very least, it's where the actual frogs are. Is these huge, big, giant frogs that are down there. You can hear them. But yeah, there might be cultists down there too. But if they are down there, even breaking a huge hole through the ceiling and busting into their into their indoor frogitarium, which is a word, you could look it up. Even that is not bringing them to the upstairs level at this point. So.
Are the frogs like the same size as the bodies from the sarcophagus we were desecrating?
They're a lot bigger than those frogs.
Okay.
Those frogs were like cat size. You know what I'm saying? You pick one up with your hands. These frogs that are down there, Wiggs, you got a pretty good look at them. They were. Let's say that as their actual size. Giant toes. Yep. Doesn't say quite how big they are, but they're great big. They can actually be
Like the
called
size
giant
of a
toes.
pug. Yeah.
No, way bigger than that. They're like, these things have got some heft on them. I'm gonna say, they are.
Just tell us the hit dice.
Size of donkeys. Size of donkeys.
Oh, I was gonna go with small bear, but that sounds like big bear.
Yeah. Big bear. It's a medium. It's certainly at least a medium bear. So yes, that is what. And like the croaking coming from down below at this point is deafening. It is so loud.
So
Remind me, what was our actual purpose of being here?
Buck Bills has called in his markers with Septus and said that every living thing in the temple should be killed and the temple should be destroyed. This is and you have since learned that the temple of Shapsagrods, however we call him, was actually Shapapagrod's is actually Bug Bill's like sire, one of his creations, and you found that the Bug Bill's followers are sort of like a splinter group that broke off from the original one and then replaced it after their priests became decadent and lazy and no longer dedicated to the faith. It was all about the money and about the fame, and it used to be about the toads. You know how it is. People forget where they came from.
Everybody sells out sooner or later.
Right? Thank you. So,
Are there exits in this room other than the hole in the floor?
yes, there are. So there is one of the semi-transits that you have not yet actually gone down, and there's a little tiny altar down that way. You haven't gone there yet. But also, so if you can see down in one foot, like now I can just call them that numbers. In the room with the pews, yes, there is a door there. We don't know where it goes.
No, yes, we do.
We don't know where it.
I wonder where that goes.
Could go anywhere. Could go up. Could go.
Are those stairs going up or down?
See, this is
Neither. They just get really small.
Oh, now I have no idea what's going on. What just happened?
Around the corner, they're like, huh, that's weird. Who would do this?
That's a load-bearing
It's
poster.
like the.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, no, this is exactly why we have nice things.
I thought this was a good idea. Like a couple of hours ago, I was like so excited, and now I'm like, what have we done? Hold on, I need one second. Talk about yourself for 1 second. My dog.
So I was mistaken. I thought we had already done the entirety of this top floor, but I guess not.
Yeah, same.
Have you desecrated every one of these points yet? Because I think we kind of have.
I think on accident we have.
But if we're supposed to we're
So,
on a mission. We're basically
Brett-
like Inquisition right now.
Brendan just said that there was one we hadn't gone down yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
So
Altar at the end of it. Is that 1-8 or 1-9?
it's 1-8.
1-8? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Does that not just snap you guys out of the story though?
No, it was just for me to get my bearings.
I was gonna
Since I
say it's
wasn't
probably
here.
like the first one, and we just walked right past it because that's
Yeah,
style.
The one on the right hand side is where that guy was that the creatures burst out of and y'all had to fight against. The left hand side is where nobody has been yet.
All right, so maybe we explore that first
Yeah,
and
let's
do
just-
some desecrating there.
Yeah, let's go check it out. We'll say, oh wait, we haven't checked out over this little wing, and so we head over there. I do it anyways.
Yeah, I think we all will. I think I will try and help Wiggs out as much as I can because I feel Phoebe feels a little guilty that she can't pull her weight.
No, it's my fault. That was my bad.
All right. So oh, by the way, I had it backwards. It's actually one. Wait, where's one? No, I guess not. I guess it is right. All right. So. All right. So yeah. So when you walk down that section, you said gloom. Other than the light spilling into the giant wall that's got knocked down, cloaks this section of the temple, and it is difficult to make out details of what lies within. Your light sources seem to struggle against the blackness, growing dim in the effort. A squat, wide object, perhaps a small altar, appears to sit against the far wall with some manner of font or brazier standing before it. And actually, as you guys go up in that direction, that lantern that you guys have been carrying around just goes out. You can still see pretty well, but the lantern's out.
Luckily, we did blow a hole in the entire place, so that might help.
I'll start working on the lantern again, suspiciously.
All right. It relights, but it keeps threatening to go out.
Do I feel a draft over here, or is it just like
Not any more than you did in the rest of the room. Less so, in fact. Now that like I said, the draft comes from the giant hole down there at the bottom.
I'll look at Wiggs and Septus and be like, any ideas on why this won't stay lit? It seems to be some
I
sort
think
of
at a
magic.
guess it wants us to light the brazier in the altar. Brazier, not brazier.
My
Yes.
favorite website.
we burn our bras on the altar.
Right. Stand up
But that's
for power.
just like at a guess.
It's a good guess.
Yeah.
I would also like to fling a sling stone over at the head of that little statue thing that's holding the brazier.
You want to fire a shot. The slings. Fire.
You're like a
slingshot
little
over-
vandal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and roll that? Make a shot. Say it'll be I'll say a DC 15 because it's tiny. Oh, not tiny, but small. So a DC 15 attack roll will get it.
We get the slightest permission to act out, and suddenly we can't remember how to act right.
So you got it.
I hit.
All right, boom. So you peg this idol. It falls over there. A piece of it breaks off of its the side of it. So it's laying there, slightly shattered. All right. So however, where that basin is in front of it, the liquid in the basin now begins to bubble and churn.
And I say, Shul, see, that's how healing works, but the opposite of that.
Oh, honestly, Shul might need some tips on hobbit bathwater after the. Oh gosh.
All right, so
After
in-
seeing Forrester do that, I start walking over to the little pool thing, and I act like I'm going to tip it over. Is this what we're doing now? And act like I'm going to flip it
So
over.
check it
But
out.
I don't do it.
Yeah, gotcha. When you get up close to it, okay.
Here it comes.
Yeah, what happens is flowing out of that basin is a creature. It's a slimy, like it's vaguely tadpole shaped, but it seems to not have bones or anything. It seems to be all just this slimy ooze that sort of pops up out of there. Its eyes are blazing an unseemly yellow, and it is actually looking directly over there at Forrester, and looks to you like it's getting ready to. It's sort of like hunching its butt up under itself, and it looks like it's getting ready to leap out over there at Forrester. So let's go ahead and get in a. Let's get a initiative check, because this thing's about to come and let you know how it feels about temple desecration. So
This is gonna be a rough night for me. Oh,
yeah.
It's only initiative.
All right. So the creature is going to go. Oh, so really, here's the thing about the initiative against this thing. It is a slime, so it's actually going to go last. So it's really just where y'all go. So, Jeff, what'd you get for Forrester?
13.
13 for Forrester. Okay, and how about for Ernesto?
12.
I love that. I like how the fancier his outfit has gotten, his name has gotten fancier as well. All right, Wiggs?
22.
Shoot. All right, Phoebe?
subtract 20 from hers. I got a 2.
Woo, look at you.
Oh no.
My dice are angry.
And Septus?
11.
11 for Septus. And last but never least, Anatol.
9.
9 for Anatol.
I'm sorry. Mine's actually a 9, and I will go after Forrester. Was that Forrester? Because
yeah.
mine's a -2 now with the agility burn. So
Gotcha. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Cool enough. All right, so yeah, so you're already starting to feel the effects of that amazing expenditure of power that y'all did. So yeah, so here is this creature that is, like I said, it's like a, small bear-sized. We're going by bear. Small bear-sized, tadpole-shaped, vaguely made of slime, yellow eyes, and it's sort of like bunching itself up to kind of spring out. Is what you'll think. But we'll see. So so it's Forrester. You're actually sorry, Wiggs. Your turn is first. So Wiggs, here is this thing. What are you gonna do?
It has eyes, yeah.
Yeah, it's got these weird, gross yellow eyes, but they look more like almost like bubbles inside of this creature that filled with kind of a swirling yellowish pus.
Carbuncle eyes.
Yeah.
I will cast color spray.
All right. So go ahead and make me that check.
16. Make a will save or be blinded for 1d4 rounds.
Okay. So here's the deal. It made that will save, okay, but it also it kind of it sort of shies away from your blast of rainbow energy, and it looks like just the light seems to have done some damage to it. It doesn't, it looks like it's doing worse for the blast of light that it just took. You've never seen a reaction like this to your color spray before. There's actually like tendrils of smoke, and the smell coming off this thing is unbelievable. And in a dungeon full of unbelievably bad smelling toad stuff going on, this is real bad. So there you go. That is what you see, and it is Ernesto.
So I'm just gonna chop it in half. I'm right next to it, pretty much, right?
Get him. You were actually walking over there, so you were the closest person in the group to it.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna chop at him and see if I could kill it.
Gotcha. What are you using?
The rune blade.
The rune blade.
Of course. Yeah, D10. All right. So I'm pretty sure 22 hits it
Yo.
for 14 points of damage.
Okay, so
All damage.
Gotcha. So you slash at this thing, but your weapon does not do near enough damage. Like you think you should have destroyed this thing practically. You know what I'm saying? But it seems it took it a little bit too well. Also, give me a roll for the rune blade. D20 and add its magical plus on top of that.
I rolled poorly. Only had 3 on the die. The natural plus, I forget what.
Yeah, like it's a +3 weapon, right?
Yeah, +3. So
it'll be up to 6. So the blade is
3,
now coated
6.
in slime, and it's it doesn't seem to affect it. But
Wait, quick question: would a 10 make it a better result?
You know what? Making it with that 5 for the magical artifact, he's good to go. So it wouldn't.
Okay.
It wouldn't. He's good. But
Okay.
But yeah. But this the slime's kind of pouring off it like it. But it looks like coated the blade temporarily. But there you go. So it is Anatol who's up after that.
Quick question: what initiative number are we on?
We are on initiative number. It was 12. You're next. Oh no, you're 13. I'm sorry, I skipped you.
That's what
Forrester,
I thought.
Yeah, you actually go now.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and notch one of those rotten eggs into my sling and shoot it with a rotten egg.
Outstanding. No one is a testament to how smelly this creature is that no one notices.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a 17 on my rotten egg.
All right. 17. It hits it, and just for a second, like it seems to absorb the egg, and then you see the egg kind of like get almost digested into this creature. And the egg first gets enveloped and then gets diffused throughout its form, and you can see it shrinking and diminishing as this thing seems to be eating it.
Well, if that doesn't make it sick, then I don't know what will.
I think you need to kill it with fire.
We'll see. Septis is coming up. So, but first, it'll be Anatol and then Septis. So, Anatol, what are you gonna do?
So along those lines, I want to, with the lantern, go over to the brazier and light it.
Okay, you walk over and light that brazier.
It works in Starless Sea, so we'll see.
Gotcha. You know what? There is a thick soup-colored liquid inside there. You try lighting it, and it does not seem to catch up. It's smells like swamp water, and it doesn't seem to be flammable.
Gross.
Or
Hey, Forrester. Yeah, I stand back away. When after I attacked it, can I back away from it just in case some fire comes this direction?
It sounds like you don't trust us.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Why don't you? We'll see how close you are. Give me a luck check. Roll D20, roll the 1 to your luck, and if you make it, then I'll say you still had a move action and can go ahead and have done that.
Well, I failed that. I rolled over my luck.
Yeah, so you
Never
actually had to take a couple
thought
of
about
steps
it.
to get to it. All right. Anatol?
I already went, so Septus.
Oh, sorry. And it is Septus.
So I'm going to do Flaming Hands.
All
I'm
right.
assuming I have that spell.
Is it? You haven't lost it that I can remember.
Okay. So we're going to do Flaming Hands, and I rolled 35 on the Mercurial Magic.
Does that include your minus 10 for your crappy luck?
That include. I don't have crappy luck.
I thought you had minus 10.
Yeah,
No, that was Strength, Agility, and Stamina. I thought
What's your luck modifier?
0.
I think he's burned lower, but since he doesn't have an updated character sheet.
No, burning luck lower shouldn't change. All right, I was wrong about that then. So you got a total of 30, what, 35?
35, which is Joe average.
Yep. So
Instead of a
2d10 for spell
D20,
checks.
I do 2d10.
All right, roll it up.
Yikes. Okay.
It's actually less swingier. A better
Yeah.
chance that you're gonna.
Flaming Hand.
And there's a 0% chance of corruption.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, if you think about
That's
it.
true.
That's a 15. So I produce a blast of fire that burns a single target within range for 1d6 points of damage.
Outstanding.
Jim, what's the next level up, and would that be helpful?
15, 18. Did I say 15? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I forgot my spell check.
Oh,
Sorry, I haven't
shit.
played a wizard in a while.
Sorry,
19.
Guys, we gotta go back a little bit here. Hey, remember when you asked me if a 10 would help that spell result better for
The Rune Blade?
Yeah, for the Rune Blade. Yeah, actually a 12 would help even better than that. If you want to give out some luck points for that, or if you would like to spend some yourself there for.
Yeah, I want the Rune Blade to be okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3 to
Get that up to a 12. Yeah, my bad. I read it wonky. My bad.
Wait, so this thing is affecting the Rune Blade?
It nearly did. Yeah, that slime, for a moment there, you thought, oh my God, it's going to eat it. You kind of gave it a shake. And
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, whipped whipped all that, slime off it. And wherever it touches now on the floor, you see.
So
What's
with that
the
in
Rune
mind, I'm
Blade
running
tell
a
me?
little lower on luck because of this, so I'm not going to bump up the burning hands. But yeah,
Yeah, the Flaming Hands is a 19, which gives me 1d6 plus caster level, basically.
All right, roll me.
And going up much doesn't really do much. Oh, 6. So 8 damage.
You know what, though? That is enough. You hit it with that fire spell, and sure enough, the thing just catches up on fire and melts there in front of you. The last thing to go is that the last little bits of the rotten egg that were sort of stuck in its body.
Ooh, that means we got fried egg to eat.
I double dog dare you. Sketch, I can't dare you enough to eat the egg out of the slime tadpole.
No eating. No.
I thought that was the theme of things, was to eat.
Might be a little
stuff.
spicy.
Here.
Phoebe's job is to not let the party put anything bad in their mouths.
I have to
I mean, speaking of sauce, we could use the weird swamp liquid that's in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like
Like a
plum
hollandaise.
sauce.
Yeah.
Plum
Spicy.
sauce.
Yeah.
I think Phoebe should take this this dietary thing that she has with us and make it even more I don't know, pertinent to modern day. Like maybe she's keto and she only wants us to eat keto. And every time we do something that's not, she berates us for it.
Phoebe's now vegan, and anytime we eat any animal product, she's gonna be very upset. So that's now.
So mushrooms are okay.
I'm gonna be making nutritious lunches for you guys so that you before dungeons, so you're full and don't want to eat things.
is eating cats okay?
Vegans don't really talk a lot about that. So
You know what? I will see. You know what?
And I'll keep my deep fried deviled eggs to myself.
Cats are really important to feed to Shul's worship. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole cat moon connection that you guys have to. And anybody who's been around on Halloween knows you all got to respect. So, that's what happened there. That thing kind of dies. So what do y'all do?
All right. So that was summoned when Forrester hit the statue, right? Not the.
I
Probably for
moved the
attacking it.
brazier over, and I think that stuff was. I think that goo is in the brazier.
Oh, okay.
Is that right, Brendan?
Yeah, the swamp water is in the brazier. You hit the idol and smashed the idol. The idol is now broken and has a bit chipped off there.
I killed it. I get the brazier. I'm gonna run up and try and pull the Is it something I can
Yeah, it's big, but you can put it in your you can put it in your backpack. You might need help today, but eventually you'll be able to carry it around.
he's just dragging this metal thing around the dungeon,
I
making
just have
so much noise.
The basin is the size of a small shield, supported by 3 4-foot tall legs. So you can just lift the basin right off of the base of it, no problem. But yeah, it's the size of a small shield, so it's heavy for you.
Can Anatol check the altar for traps really quick?
Sure. I'll start
I thought
poking
we
it.
were way past that.
That is
Well,
a
wanna inspect the idol.
21. Look for
Easy.
traps around.
21. You get a 21, and you do not find any traps there on the idol, on the altar.
Yeah, it looks
Can we
clear. Looks clear to me, Ernie.
Inspect lick the bottom, see if it's real, stuff like that.
Really, guys?
This is ridiculous.
You have the, Septus, you can actually put down that you have the basin from Area 1-8 because it's right there on the map for everyone.
Cool.
All right.
Nothing special about the idol?
Other than, well, it's a frog-shaped idol that is now smashed, like broken. You could, put it together fairly, like it's broken into two fairly large pieces, so you could stick it back together, but it would be, it's a frog-shaped, it's kind of cool. I mean, if you just take it as an, just looking at it as an object d'art, it's kind of neat looking, or but it's again, it's he hit that thing with that sling stone, and he pretty much put a pretty big chip in it. So at this point, it's collateral damage.
Yeah, I look at it; it's worthless. Anything else on the altar? I toss it. Nope. I toss it over to Forrester.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing on there.
Forrester's got like a marker out, and he's just like drawing on it, and like.
I look at Phoebe and say, what else do we got to do to desecrate this?
This wasn't
temple?
my mission, man. I'm just happy to create chaos.
I huck a loogie on it.
I want to point out you have to shout to be heard right now because of
right.
how loud the frogs are downstairs.
Yeah.
But we can still manage to hear Septus dragging that stupid thing along.
and doing his creepy giggle.
Yeah.
And can you guys tip over the thing that held up the brazier? Tip that over. Tip it over. Tip it over.
I kick it over.
Collateral, no problem.
I don't like this turn Septus took.
Because I seem to recall that Septus is his patron is Bobugbabills.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he wants to desecrate everything, right?
Yeah,
I mean, this is the reason we're here. Okay, good.
Bobugbabills not happy with the
Shabagodaz.
Croaking Fane. Yeah, it's such a hard.
Isn't
Yeah,
Salentian.
Shop Ig Grodes. Shopagrodes, I guess. Shopagrodes.
But there's a PH, isn't there? Couldn't that be
a PH like that? So Shopfagrode, maybe. Shopfagrodes. Shopfagrodes.
Keep saying it. Keep saying it, Judge.
I just want like all the clips of us trying to say it put together.
Into one long, no kidding.
I'm gonna ask Wiggs, hollering what it was that Wiggs saw down below when they fell into the
donkey-sized toads. Just so many of them.
Donkey toads. So I'm assuming we got to shut this. We got to shut those guys up. That means going down there.
I don't know.
That's
that
my
was
impression.
That was my punk band in '78. Donkey Toads.
Donkey toads.
Septus, what do you think about this? Do you have any sway over these toads?
No. Burn the toads. Burn the toads. Not Bobugbabills. Burn the toads. That's all he cares about.
I'm gonna
kill everything. Desecrate everything.
Highly imply that we stop asking Septus questions. Not gonna directly say it, but
maybe we shouldn't leave it hanging, All right, so
is there anything else we haven't turned over?
All right, so you guys have knocked over the stand that was holding up the brazier.
Yeah.
And,
time to go downstairs.
Yeah, we're quickly running out of things to desecrate up here, so we're gonna make it our way down to part 2 downstairs and head down the way.
Are we going down the stairs? Is that how we're doing?
Check for traps.
I think so.
All right, I will very carefully head down the stairs, checking each stair before I step on it, poking it with a. I don't have a 10-foot pole. That's ridiculous. We'll say.
Do you wanna borrow mine?
Sure.
All right, I give Anatole my 10-foot pole.
You're ridiculous 10-foot.
All right.
I really do. I feel like 10-foot poles are super ridiculous. Like, who carries those things?
11-foot pole is so much better. Because, like, if you fall into a 10-foot pit trap, it'll catch you on either side.
Also, it's a dumb little addition, but for my old school Essentials game, I've written in all of the 10-foot poles that are on people's character sheets as retractable 10-foot poles.
Nice.
So I imagine you just kind of retract it and then poke around.
That's some Langmar action right there. You can get one of those in Langmar. It'll cost you 7 rubies though. All right. Okay. So you head down the stairs, poking each one with the rock. The walls of the stairway are fashioned from damp-hewn stone, and it looks it's all kind of worked. Looks like you're going in through work stone. Here the light does not touch here, so when you get to the bottom, it is completely dark down here.
You kick the lantern back on again.
All right, lantern is back on. Is everybody else coming downstairs as well? Or?
Yeah.
I think slowly following.
I'll be right behind Anatol.
All right. So you can see that in front of you is a hallway, and it goes down about 40 feet, and then there's a door on the south wall where it continues to go.
Wait, I'm sorry. How are you doing this, Tim?
This is an app called Fantasio or Fantasio. Yeah. I used to use MapKeeper, but John Wilson of the Goodman Games crew had turned me onto this. It works exactly like MapKeeper, but it allows me to. With MapKeeper, you can't see the map below the layer of. It's black even for the GM, but for the this one, it's just kind of
opaque,
grayed out. Yeah, so I can see the map where I want to like remove it, and then there's also a button to then show you guys, so I can like clear it off first and then update what you guys see.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
is this with an F or a PH?
With an F, and it is I think it's only for iPad.
It's like Fantasio or something like that, right?
But it's free. If you want, you can like subscribe and like help the creator out type stuff. But
cool. Thank you,
Jeff. Okay, so hallway goes as far as you can see, and there's a door on the south wall of the hallway.
Well, I for one don't really want to leave doors behind us. You guys want to check this?
Yeah, definitely check it.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm going to stand back 10, 20 feet.
Okay. All right.
I'll make sure everybody's behind me.
Gotcha. You walk up to the door. There is no light coming from underneath the door.
All right, I'll put the lantern down and I'll start looking on the door for traps. Is it just a wooden door?
Yep, just a wooden door.
I got a 16.
You got a 16.
And is it like swollen shut or is it like okay?
It's okay. This place does not seem to you like I was saying before. It does not seem like a ruin to you all. This seems like it's someone hasn't been around recently, but it's not like thousands of years old. You're not really seeing cobwebs or anything everywhere you go. So this door does not seem to be. It looks normal. It does not seem to be moistured, swollen, and you don't find any traps with a 16.
Can we hear the frogs from here?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Are they coming from down the hall further?
At this point where you are, you hear them from everywhere. You hear them from above and below, to the east. To the north.
So the whole place is echoing. So we're probably not gonna be able to listen at this door. All right. I tell Anatol to stand back.
I stand back.
I'll just open it.
All right. You open up that door, and sure enough, you are looking at a 20-foot by 20-foot room with a door on the south wall. And here's what you see and smell. Odd alien odors that hint at unseemly spices cultivated in the dark places beneath the earth drift in the air of this 20-foot square room. 2 mildew-stained wardrobes stand against the east and west walls, and a trio of shelves bearing an eclectic variety of objects hangs on the southern wall. Another closed door is located on the far side of the room. A shimmering rune of liquid yellow-green fire drifts in the air before the door, bathing the entire room in a nauseating glow.
I ain't going in there. I look at Septus. This is out of my. That looks like magic stuff.
Brendan, does it look like it's something that I could disable, or that only magic?
Does it look like something you could?
Definitely magic.
I'll tell you what. It looks dangerous, but this is the door to the south wall. Okay. It looks dangerous and certainly like a magical protective rune, but it's not out of the realm of the possible. However, because of the nature of this thing, I'm not going to tell you what the DC is. You're going to have to kind of like guess at it if you roll high enough and if you need to or not need to spend luck upon it.
Sure. I'm just wondering if it's like, it's always a question for me if thieves can also do magical traps.
Oh yeah, I mean, you've got read magic. You can read scrolls. You've got at least some. You at least understand the basics of it.
You guys want me to try, or do you not want to go in here? At least we know, like it doesn't seem like anyone's going to come out from behind us. Well, unless there's someone in that room.
What are the shell-like things?
The shelves? Okay, so there are shelves on the southern wall. Looking across them, you see that there is a collection of books and texts. On one shelf, there are a bunch of strange horns and clarinet-like instruments. And then there are 5 boxes on the third shelf at the lowest one.
Why is this here?
Oh, and there's 5 boxes and a little covered bowl with crumbly and crumbly and pitted wafers, exuding a dank smell.
Brendan, I will cautiously enter.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
You should have let me cast force manipulation.
Oh, I'll take a step back if you want to do that.
Hey, I can throw a ball at it. See if it blows up.
I'll cast force manipulation, and I think that's one that you can.
The very first result you can pick
right.
You can pick below, and then you can throw the apple size thing of force.
But first, give me that mercurial effect check.
Okay.
Really quick, if it does blow up, we're gonna lose everything that's in this room, including the books and whatever's in the wardrobe.
Okay.
Good point, Phoebe. Good point.
95.
What?
That's
Outstanding.
a good one.
Psychic
95.
explosive. Casting the spell clears the caster's mind and prepares him to channel further energy. For 1d4 rounds after the spell is cast, the wizard receives +4 bonus to 8 other spell checks. Does not stack with itself. This might be like Cetrus's final form.
Do we want to blow it up if we might need like the books for information?
Yeah, let's try to disable it first.
Or the weird wafers as bait for the toads.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've already kind of declared that I'm casting the spell, and I've got my mercurial magic, so I think I kind of got to cast it.
All right.
Fair enough.
I just rolled a nat 20. So that's +8, right?
Yeah, but don't you want the first effect of it?
Listen carefully.
A minute ago he did, but now
The caster creates a wall of force 10 foot square per level in size, so 20 foot square. He can form this wall into a spherical or hemispherical shape up to a maximum size in square feet. The wall cannot move, but grants complete protection against all physical attacks, magic missiles, heat, cold, and lightning.
Okay.
The wall takes the damage inflicted by such attacks. The wall lasts until blah, 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 blah. 100 points of damage. I want to make a spherical wall of force around the sigil, the floating sigil in the air.
all right, yeah, okay, that's what you're going for. Yeah, all right, you make a spherical wall of force that surrounds that sigil, and you can vaguely see it as a shimmering shape up there, Septus, and it seems to be, super powerful.
And then I'm just going to kind of step back and go, okay, you can go in now, Anatol. Go ahead. Go in.
Thanks, Septus.
Or if you'd like, I can go ahead and chuck a rotten egg in there.
No, hold on to those.
We're gonna need those for egging the temple later.
Nice.
Don't you mean egging the rubble? Because that's pretty much where it's going.
Brendan, I'll walk in. I'm gonna also make sure I'm looking up in the ceiling and make sure that that sigil isn't like a red herring to draw our attention and have like something fall on us from above.
Gotcha.
Smart.
Nope, ceiling looks just like regular ceiling.
Yeah, this isn't a Terry Olson adventure. We're okay.
Yeah, that's all you see up there. Like, okay, so there's the 2 wardrobes. There are those shelves, and that is what you see. So the first shelf, books. Second shelf, strange horns and clarinet-like instruments, and the bottom shelf has got 5 boxes, and then that little covered bowl sitting next to it.
Covered bowl.
Yep. Like
And there's a door.
Lift off.
And there's a door on the opposite wall there.
Yeah, under that rune, which is now completely. I'm assuming that you've got plenty of duration at that level. Am I right?
I just rolled. It's 1d6 plus caster level hours.
Yeah. So.
And I got a 3, so it's 5 hours.
Yeah. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. There's 3 shelves there, and there's that door, and just that the door is not covered, but the thing is covered.
So when Anatole entered the room, did the thing in the sphere react?
No.
I guess let's start snooping.
Yeah, let's start poking through the shelves and then maybe Anatole could check that door on the
What's
other
in the
side.
box?
Yeah,
What's in the box?
Well, while you guys are searching, I'm gonna hide in shadows and just watch the hallway, make sure that no one comes up. You know, that we're not drawing attention. Or
Tim, are you going to hide in the room itself, looking into the hallway, or back in the hallway itself?
no, I'm gonna hide in the hallway itself.
All right, gotcha. All right, give me a check.
Hide in shadows plus 10, so I got a 22.
All right, yeah, you are hid up real well up there, back in the hallway, keeping an eye on things from the outside. The rest of y'all are there in the interior, and what are we going to check out?
I'm gonna grab a horn and I'm just gonna do it.
All right, you grab one of these horns and you do it, and what comes out from it? I mean, you're not a player of this thing.
Nope.
But it makes kind of a frog croak, kind of a sick, kind of a frog croak coming out of this thing. Looks like a clarinet, sounds like Kermit's older brother.
So it's a
I
bass
keep it.
clarinet.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I keep it. I
All
keep
right, yeah.
one.
You can take an instrument from here. You have a croaking clarinet from, which actually we can't call it that because that sounds like some Harry Potter nonsense. You have a instrument of the whatever they're called from area 2-1.
Okay.
All right, wardrobes next, or should we do books next? Maybe Septus wigs it, and I go to books.
Let's do books just in case there's something fiery and explosive from the wardrobe that takes out the books.
Smart.
Well,
And the books are making Forrester feel very sophisticated. So I'm going to go ahead and light up some pipeweed and open up a book and act like I'm reading it.
All right, cool. The books are all pretty water damaged. But all of them, there's a whole set of them that are all identical hymnals, like you would give out at a service so that everyone could sing along with the same song. Then there are a few more texts there that are all dedicated to Shapa Groves.
Shapa Grodad.
Shapa Groveman Zango. It'd be Sha-Fi Grodaz. Shafa Grodaz. I'm going to write it down phonetically. Sha-Fi Grodaz.
So we are making a super cut of this and sending it to Michael Curtis for Christmas, right?
If anyone should have it, it should be him. So, Shafa Grodaz.
He did this to us.
All right, so these are all hymnals, and then they're kind of like these scriptures of Shafa Grodaz are all in these books. But yeah, you light up your pipeweed and look very educated, looking at the the music along with this thing.
Light up the hymnals. Light them up.
Okay.
probably should, right?
Well, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
We could need these and the instruments to do with the toads later.
Like to summon them all into one place.
Or to calm them for passing, or, you know, not to call
good
to
idea.
sailors too much, but sailors.
Forrester starts doing some vocal exercises to warm up his vocal cords.
No, do the monk. Do the monks. Do the throat thing.
The, like,
That's
Mongolian throat singing,
Yeah,
where it's like
the Mongolian throat
ridiculously
singing.
low.
Jeff, somewhere there is a video of you and I drunkenly doing vocal exercises.
Yeah.
Or in the hotel at Gen Con.
I'm pretty sure I had that video somewhere.
I haven't seen it since, but it was on some social media.
It was on Hangouts, and I'm sorry, it was on Google Plus. It was on Google Plus, but I downloaded it, I think, before Google Plus disappeared.
Outstanding. Well done.
Plus takes me back.
I know, right? Just for a moment, I was back in school. All right, hey, if you're watching at home, best G Plus. What do you miss most about G Plus there in the chat? If you're watching,
Everything.
right?
Everything.
Let's hear some G Plus. All right, so all right. What else? What all else are we doing in this room?
I think it's wardrobe time, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you open up the wardrobes, and they contain gray and white robes and assorted other religious accoutrements. Cords, little like head, little hat thingies,
Ooh, is there a Pope hat?
There's like
Who's
a
gonna
hat
say
in here.
fez?
Yeah. You know what? There's actually a lovely emerald green frog-shaped hat in here with little like feet out the back and the front and such, and it's just sitting on top of your head like a toad there. It's very green, Ernesto. It's very, very green. It's so green. It's the greatest hat you ever saw, that's for sure.
Should we each take some of this in case it is needed later?
Do you think we're gonna pull off disguised as a bunch of cultists? Have we even seen any cultists yet?
We haven't, and the fact that all of the wardrobe is here is...
Oh yeah, does it look like it's full? Like.
It's a great question. I mean, you could stuff a few more. When you look at it, there are enough robes and outfits in here to outfit 5 people with robes and whatnot. So I mean, you could definitely they're full size wardrobes. You could have stuffed a few more in here if you wanted to.
I really feel like anytime an adventure has, and it's totally meta, but anytime there's disguises, take the disguises.
Yep.
Yeah. Are there any secret doors in here?
You can give me a roll, D20 plus your intelligence plus 4. Now that I'm doing that correctly. What's up, greater D20 community? Yeah.
Brendan, the secret is when none of us do anything correctly, but we all do it correctly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's true. All right, so as you guys, you poke around in here and do not see any secret doors. There is a proper door down there on the south wall, but there is no. You don't detect any secret doors.
Yeah, that's where I'm staring. I'm staring at that door.
Not even like in the wardrobe bottom or like a little Narnia action.
No. I wish I could help you out with some Narnia action. Because no one likes Turkish delight more than me, but
Okay.
There's no delight in Turkishville. So,
All right.
So this door. I'm staring at this door. Is there anything weird about it?
Well, there's a glowing rune hanging over it encased in a force field. So
I'm assuming that's taken care of. So it's just like hovering right over the doorway to like warn you not to go through this door.
Yeah. So the rune was about like maybe a hand's width away from the mantle on top of the door. It's hanging there in the air, ghostly, glowing, disgusting yellow-green color.
So as I'll approach the door. Is it reacting?
As you approach the door, no.
Yeah, no.
Do any of the magic users do any of us recognize the rune as something from like previous texts or religious
Like
things?
Yeah, Wigs, and I will say that Wigs and
Septus.
Wigs and Septus can make me a D20 plus level plus intelligence modifier check. Why don't you say for Phoebe, I'll give you a D14 check. Same thing.
Okay.
D14 plus your level plus your intelligence modifier.
21. 21 blackjack. 21.
Yeah. Septus, you are actually, you know what? You know just what this is a spell that you do not know, but you believe that this is an effect of a spell available to some arcane casters known as the Fey Runic Alphabet.
Definitely Fey Runic. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Me being Fey, I don't know what it means, but I'm Fey now.
Definitely Fey.
All right, well, that doesn't exactly help us with figuring out what it means.
I mean, I will say that you guys can tell it's definitely a protective rune. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It
the
was also
runic,
a warning not to go in.
Yeah,
which
but
was
it's,
my only fear.
I'm hoping that the force manipulation orb is gonna do its job
Yeah.
and keep it from zapping us. You know, I'm gonna check the door.
All right,
You know what? Everybody stand back. Tell them to stand
Yeah.
back at least 10 feet.
Yeah.
And then
Here's what happens. You go over and check the door, right? And like you click it, and that instant over your head, there's a boom, and like
Yeah.
suddenly the entire thing, the inside of that force field is completely blackened with soot. Septus, your force wall just took 23 points of damage,
Nice.
you are. The wall, however, it functioned just as you hoped. Like you think that if without that, it would have tore up everything here. But now that door has been checked below, and that is what you see.
That went way better than our plans normally do.
Yes. It's almost suspicious.
Yeah.
no, he rolled. Yeah, no.
40
no.
years of
I thought-
playing D&D.
Yeah.
Throw a
I
force
thumbs
ball
up.
at it and
I
happen to
thumbs
go
up
high.
Septus. And I say,
what was that,
Septus,
Dak?
you want the pleasure? I thumbs
Yeah.
up Septus.
In fact,
Like,
you know what? I'm
hey,
gonna
you want
give
the pleasure and
Septus-
open up this
yeah.
door?
Septus, you get an experience point for pulling that off. Make a
Ooh.
note someplace. And hopefully people are actually keeping up with Septus's experience points. Cross a finger.
I'm glad that our original plan to just chuck stuff at it didn't work out.
I was just gonna try and set it off to see if we could
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
care of it that way.
I had my hands up but a toe crossed. I will admit that.
And then the nat 20 just came up, and I was like, oh,
Gotta
this
respect
is
it.
even better. I will definitely go over and is the door unlocked?
The door is unlocked.
I'm gonna try and push it open, but I'm so weak that I can't.
I help him.
Just
I
turn
help him.
around. I'll lean against it a little bit and
Yeah.
be like, give him the pouty face, like, please come open the door for me.
I'll help him from above. I'll push it open as he's opening it. I give him.
All right,
Make
yeah,
it look
you
like
give
he's
him
doing
the-
it.
You give him the
Yeah.
boost. Yeah, you did. You're
Yeah.
a big boy. Who's daddy's big boy?
Who's a big wizard?
Think of all of us humoring each other. Like,
Right,
sure, Forrester, you can heal with your bath water. Sure, Septus, you're strong enough to open a door.
It's positive
so
reinforcement.
much.
Yeah, exactly. You're being
size.
supportive.
All right, when you open the door, you are looking into a room. It's 30 foot wide by 20 foot deep chamber beyond the door, decorated in a color scheme of grays, whites, and browns. There's a canopied bed with gauzy curtains standing in one corner. Beside it is a small table topped by a curious glass object. Against another wall is a low table covered with a green cloth and bearing a statuette, an incense burner, a chalice, a scrap of cloth, and a book. And there's a simple writing desk and stool crouching in another corner of the room. And you do not see any exit points out of this room other than the one you came in through.
Does it look kempt? Does it?
Yeah, it looks very neat and kept.
I sit on the bed.
The bed is soft, but it is strangely damp. Like you sit on it,
Ew.
and you can feel
Hey.
like you kind of got wet butt like instantly. You know,
I'm wearing armor. I'm not gonna get wet.
you got wet armor, buddy. Wet armor. That's even worse because that'll rust. And then who's covering your butt?
Oh wait, my armor's not wet. It's not metal. It's wood.
This is clearly
You say
one of
that
the
like it's
beds.
better.
Yeah, now it's just like expanding.
This This
No,
is
it's
clearly
Elvin.
one of the
It's
beds
really
of
high. It's like
Shabbat
laminate.
Rodaz.
Yeah, it's
Looks
making
like
your
carbon
butt
fiber.
real big.
All right, you said glass object on a table.
Next to the
Yeah.
bed. What is
Yeah,
that glass object?
Why, I'm glad you asked. That is an incense burner. And there is a cone of
Curious.
incense. There's a little cone of incense in there.
Burner.
Like a sensor.
Incense
A
burner.
proper sensor's got a thingy. This one's got no thingy, and a chain and a miter piece or whatever. This is just like you might see at a head shop, like a little glass thing with a bit.
I'm sorry, what's a head shop?
A head shop is where adventurers go when they need to buy or sell heads. You
Perfect.
can look.
Excellent.
It's in the core book. You can look it up.
We should have gone there when we had to make that head for Tia Martha. We just
You
used the
could've picked one
pumpkin.
up. I know. You could have gotten your choice. Hot and cold running craniums in that place. You could have.
And then you said over on the desk, it looks like there is some incense.
No,
There's
on the-
another burner, I thought.
No, on the writing desk. Sorry.
Answer the phone.
I'm not answering the phone. There's nothing on the writing desk other than well, there is stuff on the writing. No one's nothing. The writing desk is empty. From where you can see, you don't see anything. So, but there you go. But however, on the low table, which looks kind of like suspicious, like an altar, green cloth bearing, it's got a statuette, the incense burner, a chalice, a scrap of cloth, and a book.
All right, I think.
I'm
gonna
sorry.
go to the-
I got to go back. I got myself confused. There is the incense burner over there, but you check out the glass object on the table next to the bed. It is actually a water pipe, and its bowl is stuffed with some kind of green. You don't know what's it.
Yeah.
That was more the vibe I was getting.
Forrester?
It's an incense burner.
Does
The
Forrester know
Forrester?
more about this than we would?
Of course I do. I'm a hobbit, and therefore I am a connoisseur of all brown and green things that can be packed into a pipe.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Exactly. I would like to go up and first pick up the glass pipe and smell the materials within.
Yeah, you have never smelled anything like this. It's definitely vegetable matter, but it has kind of a, as we would say here in Georgia, it's got kind of a yang to it.
All right, I have no idea what this
Wait,
is.
what?
Yang to it.
Yeah.
It's got a yang to it.
Yeah. Did you catch that, Brendan?
I saw that. You know what? Your gestures told the story.
Okay.
So Forrester is going to go ahead and light this up. So nobody else hears this, but Forrester hears the opening strains of White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Go ahead. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a DC 12. Thank you. Fortitude save.
Nat 1.
Well, okay, so you hit this and you have horrifying visions of the nature of the universe rolling throughout your head.
I sit him down on the bed while he's doing this. So I
Yeah,
can tell what's happening.
and your butt gets wet, and that somehow adds to it and makes it. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of you just completely tripping Piazzi's, you're just like, oh, and my butt's wet too.
Spiders coming out of my skin.
This happened.
Butt sweat.
This totally happened to me the first time at WayneCon.
Whenever you hear about a guy getting arrested because they were wandering around naked outside of a string cheese incident concert, this is exactly how it went.
Okay.
But
because it's in Florida, I'm also not eating somebody's face off.
We're like
I
that
don't run that
kid
kind
in
of adventure,
Kansas with
sir.
the ranch dressing.
So you kind of stumble and cough and feel bad, and you permanently lose 1 point of intelligence.
Ooh,
nice.
I didn't need it. I wasn't using it.
Phoebe's just sitting there again, holy cross to forehead.
Hey! Look at the
I
bright
look at
side.
Haley.
He didn't eat it.
Yeah, but it's still put it in his mouth.
Yeah, and now I'm going to
So
say
Haley's-
that at least for the next hour or so, you're bugging. You are really having an issue right now with your wet butt.
All right. So anyway, there was other stuff in here, right? The writing desk. Are there any drawers or anything? Or is it
No,
just
it's kind of basic. There's not really, you don't see a drawers right on the writing desk.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of the altar.
The
Oh,
altar. There is more stuff on the altar. Yeah,
well,
there
there's
is,
stuff on the altar.
Yep, there is that incense burner
Statue.
that I mentioned. There is a there is a statue. There's a chalice. There is a book.
it's the statue of Shapagrodaz.
It is. The statue is of Shapagrodaz in his. Now, if you were here with us last time, we learned that there are 3 aspects. Actually, you're the one who knew about Shapagrodaz.
Oh,
You had
yeah.
done your homework before you got here, set this, and you knew that there were 3 aspects.
Three aspects, right?
To
Yeah,
Shapagrodaz. Okay, they are the Great Winged Toad,
Yeah. Hate that guy.
the Destroyer.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, and then Krogruk, the Mother of Multitudes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hate that girl too.
Right? You know, but I mean, although the picture is really cute, I thought of the whatever it's called. But this one is the Shapagrodaz in the aspect of Tekka, however you say it, the Destroyer.
Which means I run up to it
Nice.
and pick it up off the altar and shatter it immediately.
Yeah, it takes you a couple of hits because you've got like bug strength, but like eventually you ding it, then you dent it, and then it turns, and then it breaks. So, you know, that's what you're doing for the next 3 minutes.
Right. Tantrum.
Yep.
Also, for the record, I'm just staring at him while he's doing it because to me it looks like he's just trying to break his hand against the wall, and I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. And I'm holding Forrester up because he's probably really wobbly and he's about to. He's probably fading.
Like, yeah.
Well, this happens. I think I'm just gonna pick up the book and walk over to Wiggs and try and pretend like none of this is happening.
Ernesto, when did you get green skin too?
So, you are going to check out the book.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get Wiggs to help me out with it in case it's magic. She'll know
Alright.
more.
No, this is
Okay.
actually this is a chapbook containing devotional prayers to Shapagrodaz. Shapagrodaz. I haven't said it correctly twice. Go ahead and so you're gonna like peruse it?
I think so.
Sure. You peruse it and check it out. And you know, there's one thing stands out to you as you read through it. Okay. So you find in one of the margins there's a single handwritten phrase. Most of it is typical. You know what you would typically expect from the unholy writings of this. You know what I'm saying? It's blasphemous. It's evil.
Yeah.
It's, you know, all of the it details rights and marriage and death things, everything would go along with religion. But in one of the margins, you see a handwritten phrase which reads the following. It says, "The ascension of Herax in the southern clime is upon us, harbinging the reclamation of our Lord's dominance over the false believers and their impure faith. It is time to go below for the transmutation. Let the word spread far and wide amongst those who hop the true path."
Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
Just tear that page out.
I was gonna say I'm gonna rip that page out, and then I'm gonna rip all the other pages out to try and appease Shul. But I'm gonna save that one page.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So you have the one page, the page with the note from Area 2-2, and you know, and there you go.
I'll check underneath the bed and underneath the mattress.
All
Real
right.
quick.
Gotcha. You look underneath the bed and underneath the mattress, and you do not see anything underneath the bed and the mattress.
Oh. Cool.
Is that everything from the altar?
Wait,
There
you guys-
is there's the strip of cloth.
Is it long enough that I could take it and wrap it around my head and tie it like?
It's very, very, very long. In fact, it is actually, now that you pick it up and check it out, it is it's a priestly stole embroidered with interlocking toads. So you would a priest would put it over his shoulders and have it hanging down almost to their knees with toads all the way down. Evil Jefferdasnian toads.
It's pretty boss.
I'm just going to walk behind everybody and just keep trying to tear it as I'm walking along. Yeah, with my little tiny weak arms. Actually, I can't. I'm going to have to do one or two because I'm dragging behind that brazier too.
Yeah. It's making a noise. So that's what you see.
Okay, so it sounds like we have to go to the very bottom level.
But we have to hurry too because they're about to spawn. That's why we don't see anybody. This is going to get gross in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked all this stuff up on Shabba Dabba Dooba, and that guy, we got to get going.
All right, I think we've seen all we can. Have we found
Forrester for you?
Where's Forrester?
What about me?
Oh, I was going to get you the soundtrack of your next hour.
Yeah, somebody's torch is flickering on the wall in just a way that like it actually like it's making the kind of pebbles in the wall move just enough. So like I feel like it's trying to communicate something to me. So I'm just staring at the flickering pebbles in the torchlight.
Well, you gotta be careful. You might get our stream frozen and deleted.
Oh, that's actually true. Good point.
Yeah.
That's a thing right now.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, they now have a thing where it searches for copyrighted music, and if you're playing copyrighted music in your stream gets booted.
That was a sample, everyone. A sample. Sample. That's gotta be.
That's aggressive. Damn.
It is.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It's heavy-handed.
We are protecting the rights of these incredibly wealthy music publishers. And
it's heavy-handed for sure.
We can't rob them. They're too busy robbing the artists, man.
Yeah. You think Grace Slick's getting $1 off that? No. No.
We don't want to deprive these people of their third yacht of the year.
Exactly.
I know, right? Yeah. And that goes for all you 1%ers.
All right, should we go?
Right.
Did we find everything in this?
Can Forrester go? Is he good?
Yeah, I got him. I got Forrester. I got Forrester.
The wall's telling me that we should.
That's me. That's
Forrester's got like
me.
Sunglasses on, and he's just like leaning really far back.
Yeah.
We'll set him up with some cartoons and soft toys, and he'll be fine.
He's all of a sudden super hungry. He's got pulling out the salt rat.
Oh no!
Do I have to carry him like a 3-year-old? Can I carry him? He's about this tall as a 3-year-old, right?
Yeah, he weighs 30 pounds. You can carry him.
Yeah. So he probably doesn't even notice. He probably thinks he's still on the bed and everything's moving around.
He's like, I'm floating.
But yeah, I think you guys want to go?
Yeah, I think we need to move on.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's make that right.
All right. So you go out of there and make that right turn. That hallway goes up to a juncture. When you get there, you can see to your east, it goes 20 feet to a door. To your north, it goes 20 feet to a big double door. It takes up the whole hallway. South, it goes as far as you can see, and you can see that there are multiple doors there on the east wall. And it continues to go.
So I'm under impression that we have a sense of urgency to like stop something from happening.
Yeah, they're about to spawn.
But they wouldn't. But they wouldn't put all these little side doors if they didn't want us looking. So I'm guessing that the double door is probably towards the heart of the location.
The problem.
Yeah, and these little side doors might be. I don't know.
Maybe more
They would have
useful
put them there
stuff.
if they didn't want us looking.
I mean, if you all are worried about people coming after us through the doors, I could cast Ward Portal on them.
I'm not worried about that.
I feel
worried
like all
about,
the cultists are
missing
busy
out
at this
something.
point.
Yeah.
Right? Like if we haven't encountered them yet with all the noise and like Septus is still dragging his metal drum down the stairs.
They definitely don't know. They don't know we're down here. They're too busy doing whatever they're doing.
I don't think they care if they do
Getting
know.
ready to spawn.
Yeah, so I think if we want to like come back to these doors later and just head to like preventing the worst thing ever.
We'll loot on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say that now, but every time we're leaving, a dungeon is crumbling around us.
Right.
Yeah,
That is also a very
that's been my
solid point.
experience. It's like we're usually running for our lives at the end.
Yeah.
And there may be some things in these rooms that could help us, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking. As a
That's
third
also
level
very
adventurer, I would probably, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Let's go
only
right.
second level, so I don't know my stuff.
I mean, we kind of know what's to the north because that's underneath the area we fell through the floor. So we know there's a bunch of big toads up that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if we are going to do side doors, do we want to do the hallway with all the doors first?
Maybe go across because there's only one door that way. And then we can do like the multiple door hallway.
Yeah,
Okay.
that could work.
Brendan, does that door look just like look like another underground wooden door? The one that's directly across to the east?
Why, I'm glad you asked. Look, you wander up to it, and yeah, it looks like just a regular door like the other doors in here. It doesn't look, it doesn't look externally extraordinary.
I will, if I can hear over the cacophony of Budweiser croaks, I will. I'm gonna stop and like listen at the door and do my check.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me that check.
12, 18 to find anything out of the ordinary.
Nope. Looks normal to you. Does not seem to be locked.
No light or anything from underneath, or.
You do not see any light coming from inside there. Yeah.
All right. I'll look back at these guys, and if they give me the nod, I will open the door.
Looks good.
All right. We open it up.
Yep.
All right. So here's what you can see. The walls of this 30-foot deep by 40-foot wide chamber are decorated with peeling frescoes depicting humans and toads engaged in perverse, unnatural acts. The room contains a collection of divans, couches, mats, and heaps of pillows. A foul, obscene stench hangs in the air. The chamber tapers at the southern end and contains a statue of gray stone flecked with white, placed on a platform. It depicts a human male and a female toad locked in an unwholesome embrace. Now, here's my question. We can tell the toad is female because...
Also, I'd like to know, why is Michael Curtis being so judgmental in his writing about this? Like, unholy, unwholesome. It's like, come on. Like, if they're consenting...
Maybe that's the problem. That's how I picture it, is that what you're looking at here is a lot of
Frogs can't consent.
Yeah,
frog beasts can. Frogmen can consent.
Like if they're intelligent, then.
Yeah, you're not seeing a whole lot of.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
here
pretty
on
unwholesome.
Blades Against Bandwidth, we really addressed the real issues of consent.
I mean, it wasn't unholy to the Innsmouth. You know, like it was unholy to everyone else that went there, but people in Innsmouth loved their little love affairs with Deep One.
They were heartbroken when the government showed up. Heartbroken.
If this is a temple, then it must be holy, right?
Yes.
So it's perfectly holy and wholesome unions, as long as it's consensual.
This is again when Phoebe is just like holding her holy cross, like shaking. You guys are like justifying this, and she's just like having a meltdown in the corner.
No, we're just saying that maybe Michael Curtis shouldn't kink shame. I mean, like,
Yeah. You know what? There's a lot. Like I said, you guys are picturing it in a way where it's pleasant. It is not. There are knives involved and blood. Some of these things are dead. I'm promising you. When you guys see that, you're like, you know what I'm saying? One of them is clearly. You know what? I almost made a terrible joke. I'm going to back up off that. Hooray! I won today. Victory!
This is a family show.
I kept my mouth shut and won. Yeah. There's
Anyway.
God.
So what's the focus of this room? Is that a statue?
Yeah, down there at the bottom, there is a statue. It is of a human male and of a toad female. I guess it's carrying a clutch. Maybe has like makeup. I don't know.
Yeah.
Eyelashes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A little
How big is it?
little Minnie Mouse bow on top of it. You know, something.
Are you kidding? Check out the legs on that frog.
I mean, check out the legs on any frog.
It had to be
That's what I'm
done.
talking about, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they got into this position. And I'll like put my leg up and try and grab it. And
Yeah. So
You're not sure you're toad enough.
Hey,
You know, ancient frescoes are always like giving us unrealistic body expectations. So I don't.
hey, and frog tongues are.
Right.
That's true.
What?
okay. We're still desecrating stuff, right? Are we still
Yeah,
desecrating?
Phoebe's gonna walk
Oh,
over,
yeah.
and this finally pushes her over the edge. She's just gonna take her mace and just swing at this thing. She
Yeah.
is
You
fat.
And I go,
over
yes!
there, Yeah.
Shul is done. Phoebe is done. No.
Wow. Never knew you were so conservative, Haley.
Yeah, tell you what, go ahead and give me a luck check for Phoebe there.
Luck check. Maybe I should use the one that's in the jail. That one seems to roll low.
There you go.
That'll be a 20.
It worked. It's a 4 on the die.
All right, so you go over there and you give this thing just whooping, and like, you know, consider it desecrated. You have smashed it open pretty good and really nailed it. However, when you do that, a secret cubby behind that opens up, goes. You can just see where like like tapping that thing. You got it in just such a way that it also caused this little tiny cubby hole to kind of open up there in the wall behind the statue itself.
All right. Anatol, you wanna? This seems like your area. I did my thing. Phoebe has now calmed down a little bit. You witnessed her like anger management issues like take away a little bit. Kind of lost it, but she's like,
you know,
Coming back
I'll
down.
go
I
and
think
do it.
that-
But now that you know, I feel like we're the baddies now. Like I feel like
It's all relative.
It's like we're all Tipper Gore, Billy Graham.
Are you the TMRC, the Toad Resource
Yeah, like
Frog?
I'll go over there, I guess.
No, don't go in. The wall just opened its mouth. It's hungry. Don't let it eat you.
Oh, God.
Throw some salt rags.
I'm a glass of orange
Down the wall
juice.
mouth.
It's gonna drink me.
this room has to be so overwhelming for Forrester right now.
That is a lot. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much to unpack here. You know what I mean? Is it a command? Is it a warning? Is it your past? Is it your future?
Brendan, I'll check out the cubby to make sure it's not
All right.
trapped.
It's open.
All right.
But you can take a. You can. That does not necessarily mean it's not checked.
Yeah, I want to look inside and
check.
make sure there aren't any like tripwires. Or if I put my hand in, it doesn't like bite it.
Yeah, a little guillotine blade or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a look.
It's gonna be a plus 17.
You do not see any kind of traps there, mechanical or otherwise, as you search. But inside the cubby, you can see that there are 5 small vials. They are made of little 5 small vials and filters. You know, just like, you know, an array of these little tiny little jars.
Clear glass, or are they like clay?
Clay, old timey. You know what I'm saying?
Wax or cork stoppers.
Like,
can I open one without not being able to close it, or?
You won't have to break the seal. Yeah, these have got little bitty you know, do you remember in the beginning when I said this is the dungeon was made for you guys? All right, I'm just throwing it out there once again. Imagine like a ceramic style cork like you would get for a fancy bottle of wine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of put it in, twist it, and take it out and twist it. So you can reclose it after you open it up.
All right, I'm going to point it away from myself and open it.
Pointing it away from yourself and opening it, there is a smell comes out of this. It's pretty intense. However, so I'm gonna go ahead. Please give me a I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm reading the comments. Brad, for God's sakes. All right, give me a fortitude save, DC 3, since you said you were carefully opening it away from yourself.
I rolled a 2, and luckily I have a +2, so I got a 4.
Yeah, you know what? Like, for a moment, you have this moment where you like holding, even holding it away from your body, you get the swift smell of it, and you look up at the walls and the frescoes, and you're like, yeah, I get it.
Oh, wait.
I get it. Yeah. But you finally, ultimately, you resist it. But for a moment there, you were ready to.
It's the pleats. It's the pleats in the pants.
So that is what we see. We saw.
I'm gonna immediately stand with my back to the cubs, be looking at everyone, and just go, no. No.
Yeah, this is some kind of aphrodisiac. I'm not sure if it only works with frogs, but
Can I have one? Just one.
That
Well,
no.
there are 5 vials there, but Phoebe says
I'm going to take a
no.
vial. I'm going to take
Phoebe
a
says no.
you can take all of them, Septus.
for bug bills for my lord.
Do you think that all of these vials are the same? Like the same substance?
Are they the same color, Judge?
No, they're all different. Some of them are described as vials, and some of them are described as filatures. I have never seen a good enough definition of filature to like filter persuasion from the old book to satisfy
With
me.
the pH?
But yeah.
Septus, you know what? Even though if they're not the same, I'll let you just explore them because I don't really feel like.
All right. Phoebe, are you letting anyone take these things? You seem to be standing there blocking.
I promise I won't eat them.
Anatol has the one that he can have because I don't think any of them are dumb enough to drink the one that smells like that. Again, could be overestimating highly here. Is Septus trying to take the rest of them? Is that?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I might try and redirect his energy to distract him, because he seems to be acting like I don't know, erratic. So I'm gonna see if I can redirect his focus to like the walls or something, so I can at least investigate what they are before he does.
All right. Well, y'all tell me does Septus, do you allow yourself to be, or we have get into roles here, or how are we doing this? No, gentle.
I'm going to go upstairs and beat her in the head. No.
All right.
I will. Let's roll a personality check, I guess.
Personality check. Haley, give me a personality check.
Sure. With my +2, that's a 10.
I got a 14.
Yeah. Septus will not be.
All right. All right. You know, as long as no one's drinking them directly without any investigation first, then.
No, I think I'll just put him in with my brazier.
All right.
I'm going to start stockpiling stuff.
You can have I guess there are 4 left, so you can have the 4 vials from area 26.
Thank you.
All right.
But we might be able to use these as well. Like if we go into that room and there's all those frogs, if we just toss those things like grenades, maybe they'll be too busy with each other. If you know what I mean.
Grenades.
I like the way you think, sir.
All right. Well, that seems to be all that's in here, right?
Yo. Sorry, I can't.
Should we go investigate?
That is all you see, unless you want to continue to batter that statue to death, which is an option.
I think after her one good swing with the mace, Phoebe is calmed down.
You put a good knock into it though, like a good knock into it. So it's got a if you were one of the faithful, you would see this and be like appalled. So
okay, so you don't have to knock. You don't have to like knock the whole thing over.
Point for.
Yeah, no, I feel like as a lawful cleric that would overwhelm someone.
No, that's good. Yeah, it's
Should we go investigate those other 2 doors?
Yeah, let's go south.
All right, you're gonna go south. So yeah, there's actually as you go that way, you actually see that there are 3 doors on that side, and it keeps going to the hallway continues to go south as far as you can see by your torchlight, unless you want to go farther than the farthest door. So what's the plan here? There is the first door, second door, third door.
Want to just go north to south?
Yeah, I think that works. Leaving as little behind us as we can.
Yeah, one at a time.
Gotcha. All right, so you go to that first door. Okay, and the door looks very normal to y'all.
All 3 doors look the same as far as how they're built and.
You don't see anything weird as far as the doors go. Yeah.
I only got a 9 for find traps, but I'm fine with that.
I take it back. That third door.
Yep.
Is the first locked door you see here. It actually is locked.
Okay. I got a 9 for find traps on the first one, but none of them have been in that.
Yep.
I'm fine.
No, yep. You do not find a trap on the first door you come to.
I will open it.
Okay. You are looking into a 10-foot square space. This small 10-foot square space holds only a simple cot, a washing bowl, and a meditation mat. A medallion hangs from a cord hung upon a peg on the wall. The cot is covered with a coarse blanket that is disheveled, as if having had been used.
Medallion. We'll take the medallion.
All right. The
Yeah,
medallion
I think so.
bears the medallion bears the image of the great winged toad, as described as one of
Shabba Godad.
Jeff Goad's trilogy.
I wonder if the other 2 have the other.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. But then why would the third one be locked?
Does the bed still feel warm? Like, does it feel recently exited?
No, it does not. It looks disheveled, but it does not feel like anyone's been in here recently. No.
I also think it might be pronounced Jeff Goad as.
If it isn't, it should be.
That's an entirely different frog god, but one that I want to see that dungeon. And I'll tell you what, those frescoes, that would be.
I was going to say, I'd like to see that room 2-6.
Yeah, those are unholy. Very unholy, very
We all
unwholesome.
have that. Is it messing it up for y'all that y'all know the numbers of these rooms before? I mean,
No.
No.
I got to get used to it. All right, so we're going to that next door.
Yes.
All right,
think
are
so.
you checking this door for traps?
Yes.
Give me a check.
12.
Looks good. You don't see anything.
I will open it.
All right. Could be identical to the room before it, except that the blanket is folded, and while there is a peg in the wall, there is no symbol hanging off the peg.
And the symbol of what's his name?
Jeff Godaz.
Is it? Yeah. Is it one of the 3 forms specifically?
Yes, the symbol that you saw up there was the great winged toad, which is the first aspect of Jeff Goad's.
And that's the destroyer?
No, the destroyer is it's a hard one. It's Katechi. Let's call it that. Katechi. It should have a sound there like Katechi, but I can't do that. It's got a croak in it.
So I don't like that this is probably where the destroyer would be, and it's gone.
All right, timeout.
Nah, it's just a symbol.
I'm sorry. Would you ask that question again to me, please? I'm so sorry.
No, this is probably where the destroyer would be, and I don't like that it's missing, but should we just move on then?
Yeah.
To the locked door then.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry.
No, we're all good, Brendan.
All right, so then we go to the locked door. Yes, there is a door there with a lock oop on it.
It's locked from the outside?
It's got a lock. It's got a door up. It's not like a bar, but it's got like a proper key lock there. Like you could leave and lock the door behind you.
You want to check
All right.
it, Anatol?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure it's not trapped first before I start picking it.
Give me that trap check.
A dirty 20.
All right, looks good.
All right, I'll start to pick it.
Give me that check.
Plus 8 is 21.
Cha-ching! It's a fairly easy lock. You open it almost effortlessly. Inside, so this room is slightly bigger. Nope, I guess it's the same size. All right, so there are 2 wood and iron racks hanging on the north and south walls of this 10-foot square room. Each bears a handful of weapons: wicked-looking scourges, dual-headed flails, barbed spears, and wavy-bladed short swords. There's an unlit torch and an iron sconce on the far wall. So there are weapons.
Does anybody need anything?
I'm
Any of them-
good.
any of them
Forrester
look
pulls
like-
out 2 pieces of salt rat in each of his hands. I've got all I need.
Oh, I've heard so much about the salt rat.
As far as the quality, Brendan, do any of them look of especially good quality, or are they just like?
They're average quality. None of them look amazing.
So I'm just assuming this is probably just a little armory, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm good with any of these. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, should we down the hall?
Yeah.
All right. You keep going down the hall. The hall dead ends, and you can either go to your right, which leads to an archway, or to your left, which leads to a looks like it goes into a small room.
So an open archway to the right,
Yeah, there's an open archway to your right.
and the hallway opens up into a room on the left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's it looks like there's a chamber there, kind of a shadowy chamber down there.
okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like 2-7, 2-8 or something.
So which one do we want to check out first? The one with all the arrows pointing at it?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of arrows pointing to one of them.
Yeah, look at all those arrows. Let's go the
check
other
the
way.
one on the left first, then.
Yeah.
So going towards the open room, and not
Yeah.
the archway. All right.
Yeah.
So east.
You guys go east, and goes to there is a 30-foot wide, 20-foot deep chamber at the end of the corridor, largely empty. The walls bear relief carvings of toad-like humans engaged in ceremonial funeral rites. The 4 empty torch scones hang on the walls at the room's corners. There's a large barred wooden door standing in the far wall opposite the room's entrance, surrounded by a frame, step, and lintel carved with additional reliefs.
I will inspect the reliefs.
All right. They are depictions of batrachian humans wrapping the corpses of similar beings with linens and performing obscure rites over the bodies. A processional then bears the macabre burdens through a portal bearing the carving of a mass of engaged tadpoles to inter them for eternal sleep.
Well, the fact that this is barred from our side, giving me a little bit of a pause.
Yeah, I don't really.
I don't want to go
like
in there, is what you're saying?
But how are we? There's only one way to find out what's on the other side.
This is true.
I'm getting an idea that something's
Really, Ernesto?
This
What's
is,
what's
this is
that?
these are crypts or something.
How do we find
or-
out what's on the other side?
There may be another way for us to find out what's on the other side. Everybody, go ahead and make some space. And Forrester just starts staring at the door.
Yeah, you can see right through it, I bet.
I look at my watch. I'm like, And I look at Forrester.
So
How long is
after I
this gonna
stare at it
last?
for a while, are there secrets of what lies beyond the door revealed to me?
Yes. Oh, yes. You feel the energy coming from behind there, like especially like looking at those things. You are actually give me an intelligence check with your new lowered intelligence.
9.
Yeah. Like you think that going through here, like this is when you die, no matter whatever happens, somehow you will be transported through this room, and those batrachian humanoids will be the ones to actually prepare your corpse. And you're not 100% sure that you aren't dead now, and that this isn't the time to walk through them.
Nice.
It's time for us all to prepare for our funeral. Let's step through.
All right,
Wait, that got dark in a hurry.
I think this is when we start reaching to grab Forrester.
It's time for our
Do
funeral.
we prevent Forrester from opening the door up, or?
Nah. Nothing good ever comes from blocking.
All right, you open the door, and it's just like you expected. Forrester, the air here is damp, and it holds the smell of faint spices and mildew. The walls of this 30-foot square room hold 2 rows of 2-foot square stone doors, numbering more than a score in total. The floor is tiled in fired clay, and each tile is inscribed with the image of a toad and tadpole in a singular circular form, similar to a yin-yang symbol. The chamber is dusty and dark.
So the two together kind of form on almost like a 69.
Yes.
Sorry. Is there like a slab in here to prepare the corpses?
There is not a slab in here to prepare the corpses.
Wait, is this room empty?
Where would they do it then?
There are you don't know, but there are little tiny 2-foot doors all over the interior.
Well, it must be behind one of these doors, and I'm.
Oh, that's like wall. Oh, so they're little crypts.
And
Is that
I'm
tiny door?
and I'm
I
only
go, which one? I go to Forster. Which one do you want, Forster?
I'm only 1 foot tall, so I can fit through these.
Yeah, we can put it. I help
Do you
them.
want to poke them open first? Like, do they open out or open in?
Time out. While you guys have discussed this for a while, and suddenly 2 of them burst open, and out jump these 2 clearly undead toads. They are wrapped around with they've got these wrappings sort of all around them. Their eyes are dead and white. They're 5 foot long, and they're swathed in decaying bandages. And they are going to leap down upon you with amazing alacrity.
Mummy toads?
Yeah, mummy toads or mummy tadpoles?
Mummy toads.
Undead toads. Way to go, Michael Curtis. Way to go.
Toads. So one of them is going to go after Septus, and the other one is going to go after Ernesto. So
What about Forrester?
Some rolls. We'll see. Maybe
True friendship.
Maybe Forrester is meant to join them in their toady watch forever.
You guys ready to lose Septus?
So the one.
Nah, I got your back.
I got 3 hit points.
Oh, God.
And that's not because I'm injured. That's because my stamina is so low.
Gotcha. All right. It is going to leap upon you, and off the thing. And I got a crit on Septus. I swear to God. I got some. This thing jumps upon you. It's gonna. You're gonna take. Give me a fortitude save. DC 13.
13, you said?
Yeah, 13, please.
I got a 9.
Yeah, you got a 9. So it also on top of it, you take 4. What is it? How much damage? Did I say 4 points of damage?
You didn't say damage yet.
All right. You know what? I'm going to re-roll it because I'm not sure which die it was. Yes, 4 points of damage, Destiny, and you are knocked down prone on top of whatever else. I'm going to roll here and see what all.
Well, I'm not down prone because I'm at 0.
Oh, okay. Let's just go ahead and get this crit out of the way, though, between friends, then. So.
Yes, definitely.
It's gonna be.
So I'm gonna assume that mummy toads roll on the undead chart.
Hey.
Yeah.
And you are also cursed on top of everything else. And we'll get to that. But right now, you have a -1 penalty onto luck and all dice rolls until lifted, including roll with body checks. So that would work to the, obviously that -1 would work to the bad in that particular case, as if you had a luck of 1 lower. So the other one is going to leap out of there over at my man Ernesto, and it is going to get an 18 on the numbers.
Yikes.
Yeah, what's your total armor class? I think I got you.
16.
Yeah, he jumps over there, and you were going to take 6 points of damage and give me that same. I'm sorry, 8 points of damage plus 2, and give me that same check. Fortitude save, PC 13.
Easy. Plus, 22.
Gotcha. And also, both of y'all, please give me a secondary. So you're still standing. You keep your feet. But also, please give me a DC 12 Fortitude save, each one of your characters. That is I know you're at 0 sentence, but still make it just in case. And,
that is a natural 20.
Nope, you're okay.
I'm gonna have to burn 2 luck to do this.
Gotcha. All right, you can burn 2 luck. So these things have burst out of their 2 individual little mausoleum boxes. They have leapt down upon you. They are now amongst you. So let's go ahead and surprise round out of the way. Let's go ahead and make a roll. Initiative. You got to beat my 14.
Not it.
Okay, so let's start with you. What'd you get for
6?
6 for Ernest.
Brendan, given my current state, what kind of a die would you like me to roll for initiative?
No, I don't know that this will mess with your reaction time, but it will certainly mess about with your like if you have to actually do anything for another, another half an hour.
Right now, I'm carrying my salt rat, thinking that those are axes, so I'll be attacking with my salt rat.
Gotcha.
He's sitting over there. He's like pew 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 pew.
So
psychosomatic damage should be a thing.
Yeah. You can still make your normal initiative check because you can just be very quick to do something very silly or dumb or bad. So speaking of which, what'd you get for Forster?
I got a 19.
Look at that. Speaking of. Okay, Anatol.
13.
Phoebe.
17. We need to get one of those like monkey backpacks with a leash for Forrester that we're just like, no.
That's awesome.
My mom gave me chocolate.
Wiggs.
16.
16 for Wiggs. And last but never least, go ahead and give me a roll for Septus. Got a 4. Yeah, Septus is looking a little strange to y'all. Not like weird, but he's been weird all day. Since that spell thing.
He looks almost dead, right? Like.
Yeah, he's laying there. He looks strange. I can't. I'm just gonna make a joke. Now, you know what? I keep. Somehow it's hard for me with this configuration to remember. Oh yeah, we're streaming. Because I've come this close twice. But I am going to go ahead and once again, victory. I didn't say anything crazy. All right, so Forrester, you are up first. You have got an axe in your hand, or maybe it's a salt rat, but probably it's an axe, and it's your turn. I got mummy toes. What you gonna do, bro?
Perfect. I am running up with my 2 salt rats. I mean axes, and I'm going to go full murder hobbit. All right, so that is a 9 and a 16.
That 16 hits you. Bop one with a salt rat, and it, you kind of bink it, and I mean, with in your mind, you just cut a bloody swath through it. So
nice.
Get the one on Septus.
Holy God. Okay, so now, so we'll call this one Septus. So one on Septus, the one on Ernie. All right, so yeah, these things are these things are still upright and sniffing the wind, but that is when Phoebe steps in to do something Phoebe-rific. What you gonna do?
It hasn't failed yet in this dungeon. Now, granted, my dice have very much changed today, but I think turn undead unholy.
Okay,
is a very good time for this.
And, make your check for turn unholy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm at a -1, so that's only a 21.
Only a 21.
Well, hell, 21.
Don't you got a book up there, Haley?
Yeah, that is.
No, my book's in my dorm room.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if you have any extra copies laying around of the core book.
No, these are all mine.
All right. So if that's our final answer, that is not going to work. I will tell you right now, you are looking at the minimum range of the 28 range.
28. Woo!
I don't think I can even.
Holy crap!
We need to get out of here.
I'm not going to be the only one who's dead, guys.
Is it? I don't think I can even get there with my luck.
No, I wouldn't even bother.
Don't worry, I'm killing him.
Salt right away, my friend.
All right, yeah, I guess that's just yeah, that's gonna be as good as it gets.
Gotcha. All right, you tried doing that, and it does not work out so good. So it is time for Wiggs to pull something out of the fire. Wiggs, what are you up to? I have got 2 undead, fearsome, mummified toads here. One is sitting on Septis. One is fighting with Ernesto. What are you gonna do?
Wait, can I
Septis?
Can I spellburn this round, like to get magic missile back and use it?
Yes.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. You're gonna burn 1 point magic missile. You're gonna burn 1 point to get magic missile back, and go ahead and make me that check. A finger is flung, and the spell is cast.
Okay. Actually, let me get the spell up first. I use it so often, my book just kind of opens to that page.
Yeah.
It'd be 20, 1d4 plus 2 missiles.
Okay.
So 3 missiles that do 1d6 plus caster level.
All right. So how are you? You got 3 missiles. Are you going to fire all of them at one toad, or divvy them up, or something?
I'm gonna do 2 at the one that is on a person.
All right. So 2 at this one and 1 at the other one. So go ahead and roll me a die 6 plus 2 for each of the 3 missiles. So 2 on the one on Septis.
Die 6 plus 3.
Twice.
8. That's 9. And then 5, 6, and 8.
So that's 8, 16, that's 17 points of damage. Outstanding.
And the third one?
Yep, third one. Okay. Give you a single missile. Where's the other guy?
7.
Okay. They both obviously took some damage, but they're still all up and still in this fight very much. So let's see how it's going to roll out. Anatol.
Can I grab Septis's body and drag it out, like almost like pulling the dining room tablecloth underneath?
But you got to give me a DC 15. Unless you have undead tablecloths at home, that it's going to be it's harder.
I got an 18.
Who doesn't?
I got an 18 on my agility check.
Absolutely. You go ahead and just manage to whip him out from underneath one of them, and you can drag him out into the hallway. Well,
I'm gonna drag him out into the room, the first room.
All right, outstanding. Then that was Anatol. It is their turn. They should have gone first, but there you go. But you were outside with them. There are left in the room. Forrester is there. Phoebe, Wiggs, Ernest, and Septis. So one is definitely going after Phoebe. They didn't think much of that whole turn undead thing at all. So here is what happens. This one actually just whips its tongue at you. It's going to try to grab you. And it is going to get a total of 18 with that.
Gross.
That'll do it.
All right. So this thing wraps around you and is squeezing you. And this round, you are going to take 1 point of damage from it. The other one, also go ahead and give me a DC 12 fortitude save.
I don't think a 6 is the same as a 12, so.
No. All right. So you have got a toad problem. So we'll talk about that as things are to come. We will come back to that. All right. The other one is going to go after. The other one is going to go after Wiggs.
What about me?
What about you?
Wasn't one of them fighting me?
I guess he hit you last round. Yeah, I guess makes sense. Wiggs shot at magic missile, but I guess you're right there in his face with a weapon. So,
yeah, I sure am.
Yeah. So all right. I'll make a roll. Yeah, definitely. He's like Ernest. I don't know why. He's just that you're right there in the moonlight. You must die. He whips his tongue at you and fumbles. That's terrible. That is no good.
That's my plan.
So Yeah, so he shoots his tongue out at you, and it just drags across the floor, and then he has to retract it back in. It's the dumbest thing any of y'all have ever seen. This thing's like, and it's like he has to retract his great big lazy tongue in there, and it just looks ridiculous.
I chop it off.
Yeah, well, we'll see next round. Speaking of which,
Bubble tape.
Yeah, it's actually your turn now. So,
Like I said, I chop it off. It's my
All right,
mighty deed.
Go for a mighty deed attack to the tongue.
Yeah, chopping that stupid sticky tongue off. And I did not get the deed unless I could burn luck to get it at a. Can I burn luck to put my D die up?
You can burn luck to
increase
your D die.
Times. No, never mind. I just miss. Good old fashioned miss.
Good old fashioned miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hit the ground and a spark flies up, ching, from the blade there of the rune blade, right?
Yeah, the rune blade.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a moment. Actually, does a 11 hit?
I'm almost positive no.
I didn't think so.
No. 11 is not hit.
Okay.
All right. Yep. So yeah, you hit the ground with the rune blade, sparks fly up. But that is all you see. And now it is Septis. Septis is round one. Septis being down for the count. Maybe we can get a heal on him before it happens too bad. Speaking of which, it's the top of the order. It is Forrester.
Well, since my previous attack was so effective and I really bloodied that thing up, I'm going to go for another round.
All right, give me some more rad attacks.
Okay, I got a 14 on my first and a 5 on my second.
All right, that 14 is going to hit.
All right, so nice solid hit with that salt rat.
Yeah, you kind of slap him with it and such. That salt, your one axe seems to be losing structural integrity.
That's not good.
Apart. These things are tough, apparently, and they're tougher than an axe, it seems like. Speaking of tough axe to follow, Phoebe, I have got
nice.
What? This one, he's got his tongue wrapped around your neck. That's just horrifying, but I believe in you. So what's you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of that situation.
All right, give me a strength check versus my strength check. I'm gonna call it. You gotta beat my 22.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Oh. Yeah, you try to get out of being tongue wrapped up, and you are going to not do that.
So you're saying she's tongue tied?
Now we're on a roll, guys. I like the way that's pretty funny. All right, so Anatole, you are now outside with Septis.
Can I give him like the once over? Is there a way I can maybe like rouse him or at least stop him from dying?
Yeah.
Or one of those potions in his mouth.
Yeah, he's carrying these vials of stuff. You can just try to feed him.
Don't we have a healing thing?
Yeah, from like a while back. I don't remember who's holding it.
What is it? Who's carrying?
Because like when we found all those potions and we divvied them up, like I'm holding the levitation potion and somebody else got others.
Oh, yeah,
But didn't we just get a healing one in like the last adventure from the guy who told us where it
You're
was?
right. Yes.
What about Forrester's bathwater?
I'm all out.
No.
I can take another bath.
There isn't time.
I definitely don't have it on my sheet.
Go on character sheets real quick. What was that in? That was in the Gil Pariel's Gambit.
I think so. When we released the prisoner, he told us where he had hid a healing something.
Gil Pariel's Gambit.
If
Maybe
only
I'm
you
crazy.
took notes, Haley.
Did it just go into party treasure?
I don't know if we ever went and got it though. Maybe I'm crazy.
No.
I
Your
read a
brain
lot of
is
stuff.
young and
Are you
spry.
thinking? Are you thinking about the tournament? That was one of the things in the tournament, right?
Am I?
There was a guy in the jail in the tournament that he had stashed a Heal-
What
heal-
I'm thinking of?
yeah, the healing salve stash that a guy that
Wow. Okay, my bad.
Yikes.
It's
Sit
cool.
here like looking at
It's
Del
cool.
Perio's Gambit, like I don't remember that.
I could have sworn it was from that. Wow, that's spooky. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we got one a long time ago, though.
well, I mean, if I can, maybe in my shepherd days, there are ways that I had to like keep shepherds alive, keep sheep alive from like trauma. And-
Totally.
Like, can healing not heal at all? I
well,
mean,
she's out the other room. I'm just gonna try it. Like,
I'm getting
Okay.
choked out by a toad right now.
So.
Well, there's a sentence I didn't think I'd hear today, but okay.
um,
Um,
maybe he's like there's some sort of like farming equivalent of like CPR that I might use on him.
take one of those random potions and dump it down my throat. What's the
Turpentine and
worst
cussing.
that could happen?
Turpentine and cussing it out.
Well, something really bad now that you said that.
You can give me a. I mean, I'm looking at a DC 10 heal check because this is not a sheep at all.
Like intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence modifier. Maybe you could add some luck onto that.
All right, I didn't make the roll. I missed it by 5, so I'm going to spend some
Don't
luck.
spend luck on me.
I'm
You
a
can
thief.
roll the body when all is said and done. Oh, you're a thief.
I will spend 3 points of luck.
All right, 3 points of luck. And,
So that gets into a 9, 10. I ended up rolling an 11.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. You got. Yeah. I will say that you can get him up to where he is at 0 hit points and stable, but not up. All right. All right. So excellently done, and that was cool. And it is their turn. So hey, the one that has got Phoebe is going to continue to throttle him. Its grip gets worse, and this round it does 8 points of damage to Phoebe.
Cool.
The other one is going to once again make an attack at Ernesto Verde. Here it goes. This is just a regular. It's going to leap up and go for a bite. I'm gonna get a 19 on that.
Damn it.
You are going to take 6 points of damage, and please give me that saving throw, fortitude save, DC 12.
Made it by a
All
lot.
right. Yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
Damn it.
Gotcha. So here we are.
My turn.
Yep.
I'm going to ignore the one that tried to bite me, and I'm going to chop the tongue off of the one that is throttling Phoebe.
Gotcha.
That's my
All right.
Phoebe.
Gotcha. You can't. I feel you. Yeah, it's pretty. You know, it's small enough in here. I'm not going to make you roll. You're almost certainly adjacent or close enough to where they popped out. So yeah, you can just go ahead and just swing over and attack and try to chop that tongue in half.
Yeah, I'm trying to chop that tongue
actually
off.
sever it. I mean, I want a high. Let's see how
Well, I'm
you do
hoping
on that.
that I heard it enough that it lets her go.
Yeah, let's see. That's undead. It's not
Good.
pain.
13.
13 is going to hit.
13 hits.
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't get the mighty deed, but I still get 13 points of damage.
Okay, and that is with the rune blade.
Yeah, with the rune blade.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
he feel, by the way?
He rune blade. It's kind of indifferent to undead targets.
Okay.
But that was still a good hit. It did some damage to it. It's still up. You don't cut his tongue off, but you hit it. And the fight is going to continue. And this is round. So Septus, you are just unconscious this round. So we will move on from you. And yeah, sure enough, it is Forrester.
Well, I don't like that these things are ruining my beautiful axes. So I'm going to go ahead and put those away, and I'm going to pull up my sling. And I've decided that I'm going to roll a d7. On a 1, I'm going to reach into my sling bullets to throw those. On a 2, it'll be my bag of gold. A 3, it'll be my bag of silver. A 4, a bag of copper. 5 will be my rotten eggs. 6 will be my iron spikes. And 7, I'll be grabbing globules of air that have magical power and throwing those with my sling.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 2, so I'm throwing gold pieces.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and make an attack with the gold piece.
They'll still hurt.
Piece, yeah, it'll still hurt. It'll do a die 3.
Cool.
With a slingshot, I killed a mouse with a quarter one time. I know it works.
That is does a 5.
You cut it into 4 with it?
Say again?
Go ahead.
Does a 5 hit?
A 5 does not hit.
All right.
But you can go ahead and give me one more attack roll. Same chances.
Oh, I get to go twice?
Well, not exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one hits.
Ooh, which okay,
I see. Yeah, I get it.
We're gonna make a roll here.
That was an 18.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 18. Guess what, Ernesto? How about a die 3? 1 die 3 damage from a.
Peg to the with a.
You take
Did I just get hit in the back and hit by Forrester?
You just took a ducat.
With a gold piece.
You just
Yeah.
took a weighted damage from gold. Oh, actually, hold on. But you're within 20 feet of me, so I get to add my strength bonus, which is a +3. So it's actually 4 points.
Yeah.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, man. Forrester just made it rain on you, dude. When it goes bad, it all goes bad. But that's okay. I still believe in y'all. All right. So, here we go. That was Forrester. It is now Phoebe and then Wiggs. Phoebe, this thing has still got you. What you gonna do?
Try and break out again.
All right. Strength check versus mine. It's gross. Just tell me what you get.
8.
Yeah, nah. It still got you. It is Wiggs and then Anatol.
All right. I will cast Magic Missile, and these are they're all going to be centered on the ones attacking our cleric.
Okay, so you're doing at least 1 point of spell burn to get the spell back?
Yep.
Any additional?
Yeah, let's throw 3 more on there.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. 4 point spell burn.
Okay.
Blow them up.
Okay. Uh, 22.
22.
It's the same as last time. 1d4 plus 2 missiles. So 6 missiles.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
6 missiles. That'll do 1d6 plus 3 each. So that'll do 6 die 6 plus 9.
18.
No, 6 die 6 plus 18. Yeah, roll me up.
Just roll it up.
I mean 18 plus 6 die 6.
Okay.
I won't do what you want, but
8, 9, 14, 12, 18, 23.
Plus 18.
Yes.
so
41.
41. Yeah, that's a real different number. I was like, really? Yeah.
No.
So,
Sorry, it's been a long
suddenly
way.
there's a blast of bright light, and Haley, for a moment, you feel like maybe Shul has reached down with a glowing tendril of moonlight. When you look up, no, it just magic missile destroyed this thing, and now you've got like just tongue hanging off you like a tie, hanging halfway down your arm. We're like, oh man.
Undead tongue.
Yeah, but the one of them is now very dead, and that was awesome. And the other one is still kicking. So fight is going to continue, but that was great. And it is Anatol and then the creature.
All right, so am I able to, if I wanted to grab a torch, can I light it from the lantern and still attack the mummy with it, or do I can just light it this round?
This round you can just get it and light it. Next round you can attack.
I'm going to light a torch.
All right.
And I'll move into the room.
All right. You got
and
it.
my intention is to see if maybe I can set this thing on fire.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right. It is going to go. It is once again going at Ernesto. It is going to get a big old higher than 20 number, 23. So it is going to do 3 more points of damage for Ernest, and go ahead and give me that fortitude save, DC 12, one more time.
Is this like the Toad version of Mummy Rot that we're rolling against?
I cannot confirm nor deny any rumors about Toad Mummy Rot at this time.
Oh, Dak, you're muted.
21, I made my save.
All right, you're good to go. Yeah, you took regular damage, but we're
Yeah.
at the top of the order, and that was awesome. So it is now it's your turn, and then
So this guy, I'm just gonna keep attacking this guy. I'm just gonna do all damage. I'm gonna try to beat this thing silly. God damn it! I can make my saves, but I can't make my attacks. Does an 11 doesn't hit, right? No.
11 does not hit now.
No. Okay.
All right.
I miss.
All right.
Again.
So Seth is still out, top of the order. Forrester.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do another gold slingshot. This time it's a 10.
That is gonna miss. You can give me one more attack roll.
All right, come on, nat 20. Oh my god, I got a nat 20. I was joking.
I only have 6 hit points.
All right. Roll me that base damage and then that crit, man.
Yeah, start with the base damage.
So the base damage is 5.
I'm still standing, barely.
Pretty
And
outfit,
my
beware
crit
of a
table is
shot of gold.
It's my crit table is a D10 on table 3. So with that, and remind me, are we doing my normal luck modifier or my current luck modifier?
Always normal luck modifier. Your luck
Normal
modifier.
luck modifier.
If you're watching at home, rules is written. Your luck modifier stays the same even though you burn your luck down.
So that's an 11 on crit table 3.
Oh my goodness!
That's just for your game, right, Judge Brendan?
That's the book. I mean, it's obviously everyone's game is how everyone's game is. You might drop someone's modifier down as you see fit, but my understanding, rules is written. Although now I don't know. Rules is written. My understanding, your modifier stays the same even if you burn your luck down.
That's only for your lucky roll.
Is it?
Yeah, and your abilities like warriors and special lucky spells and stuff.
Yup.
So it doesn't affect this kind of thing?
It does normally.
Normally, his luck modifier of what his current luck is good for everything except for special abilities like lucky roll or warrior's lucky weapon and so forth. I apologize for correcting you on your own broadcast.
Well, I don't know that you have corrected him because I don't know that is actually delineated anywhere. But if it is, please let us know.
Let's you know
It
what
is
this calls
right
for?
here
of
on
course.
page 19.
What does it
I'm
say?
a rules lawyer sometimes.
If you can be a rules lawyer at DCC too, that's a special skill.
Yeah. Well, I just looked up the crit, and it's it's a blow to my gut.
Ego.
Hammers the belly, causing internal bleeding. So yeah, you just nailed him. Somehow you hit him in the gut, and he's
Right in the
coughing up
kidney.
blood now.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Yeah. I only
You're
have
a really aggressive leprechaun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the busiest night of my life.
Yeah. You just have to crit. You'll have to cure this, or I die. And you want to roll a D5 there, Forrester?
Yes. And also, the way I'm interpreting this is in my hallucinogenic state, I think that the two of them are about to engage in an unholy union. So I'm trying to stop Ernie from doing it. But I'm actually, I'm interpreting this die as, and I actually am attacking Ernie to stop him from doing this. But yeah, I rolled a 3 on my D5.
That just means I'm going to die in 3 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's not great. It's not great. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm caught.
Phoebe-
It's like I don't feel well. And I burp, and it's a bubble of blood.
Oh God.
Phoebe, this is your turn. So many things, so many options. What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm finally free, so I think this is a good time to run over to Ernesto Verde and try and prevent the immediate death.
Immediate death. So we'll work on the long-term death next round. So
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
think long-term
and,
death can be done post-fight.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me that check.
13. What alignment?
Neutral.
All right, 2 dice.
So
This is just hit points?
Oh, sorry, 1 dice. 1 die. Yeah, hit points.
Hit points? Okay.
I figured hit points was more immediate danger.
Yeah. It's more. Yeah. Oh, cool. I rolled a 12, so that's good. That puts me back up to like half hit points.
Okay.
I can last another round.
All
I'm
right,
thinking that we need to knock this guy back and get out of this room and somebody get ready and lock the door behind us, because unless Wiggs can cast another big spell, these guys are tough.
Yeah. It's almost like when doors are barred, they're barred for a reason. That's crazy.
But they would have put the door there if they didn't want us to open it, right?
Right? Who would have thought? All right, so it's Wiggs. Wiggs, speaking of Wiggs doing something crazy, it's your turn. Cricket?
Wiggs has gone back to Elfland.
Yeah, Wiggs is trying to control Forrester right now.
Wiggs can have a held action. But next we'll go Anatol and then these creatures.
All right. I am going to... There's only one of them left, right?
One left, yep.
Has that one even been hurt yet?
Yeah, Ernesto has hit it. It's gotten hit twice.
All right. I'm gonna try and like club it with the torch and see if its bandages will light on fire.
All right.
13 plus my attacks plus 2, so 15 to hit.
Yep, that is going to hit. So go ahead and give me, go ahead and roll me actually 2d6 damage.
I'm going to spend some luck on the damage too, I think, because I want this thing
Go,
to...
kid. Yeah.
I got 8 on the base damage.
Okay. How many dice of damage are you going to spend?
I'm down to 16 for my luck, so I'm going to spend 3 to get to 13. So I'll spend 3d5.
Okay.
I said 6. It was 6 before, right? Or what did I say?
6.
5, 9.
8. You said 8 originally.
Oh, did I?
Was it 8? How'd you get an 8 on a die 6? Oh, 2d6, right. That's right. Keep going.
So 8 plus 14, so 22 total.
20, how much?
22. I got 14 on my luck. Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, it is still up, but you have caught this thing up beautifully. The wrappings have caught up, and it seems like fire is just the thing against this kind of creature. Hey, speaking of Wiggs, it is your turn. We skipped over you while you were. Oh, hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. It is your turn, and you can go. So, what are you gonna do on your round?
I will try another magic missile.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Spellbird.
Yup. Down to the ground. Well, not quite. All right. 12. Wait. Sorry, I lost my page.
What'd you get? 12 total?
Yeah.
Just 1 point of damage. 1 point.
Oh.
Pew.
Pew pew.
You zapped it for 1 point, and it is still up. It is going to go, and it's going to once again go after Ernesto. It is going to get a. What's my double check here? Plus that's a 14. I think I misses you, Dak.
Yeah, I missed him.
Yeah. All right. Dak gets out of the way. It leaps in, tries to bite him on the face, but fails. Sept is still unconscious. It is top of the order, Forrester.
Nope, it's my turn.
Oh, my bad. Totally. Go.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to push him back. No, actually, I'm still gonna do damage. Still doing damage. This I didn't get my deed, but I still hit like 23.
23. That's a hit. Yeah.
And 11 points of damage.
All right. He is still up, but like at this point, do you think one more shot like that? Because like he's on his last legs at this point. You stab him with that thing. He kind of rocks back. He's still undead and everything, but he's kind of falling apart now. He's like, still trying to.
Is he still on fire?
He's still like his bandages. Yeah, the damage that Tim did is on, like, you know what I mean. Like, he didn't get it all at once. It is still ongoing. So yeah, he's still on fire.
Okay.
I forgot.
Sept is down, top of the order. Forrester.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go for another gold piece. See how this goes.
You stop them from copulating.
I got a 7 with my gold piece.
Oh
One more
god.
attack roll.
I'm gonna dive in front of Ernie. So if it,
I should have stepped out of the way the first time. I keep forgetting.
Right.
It's not even gonna be the like frog mummy that kills Ernie. It's gonna be Forrester.
Yeah.
You hit me
This
twice.
time I fumbled.
Wow.
Nice.
Best gold piece you ever spent. Go ahead and get a fumble check.
Those are my gold pieces now, by the way.
one of them is inside your small intestine. So yeah.
You have earned them.
Dude, smash cut to the X-ray technician going, it's heads. All right.
My fumble is a -2.
You know what? You are like, I will get you, and you throw it like nowhere near any of them, bonk it off a wall, make a noise, but no additional damage is done.
Okay, but I'm really, really embarrassed by this. Like, I'm thinking about it way too hard, and I'm convinced everybody's staring at me now
A little paranoid.
because everybody's staring at me for this horrible thing. And I'm starting to kind of back off, and I'm gonna I'm gonna go into the hallway and just like try not to cry.
All right. You back into the hallway, like trying to keep it together.
I love you, Jeff.
But you know what, though? It is Phoebe and then Wiggs. So get in there, Phoebe. What you gonna do?
Phoebe is going to try and finish this thing and finally kill it. It needs it. Yeah, that's a 13 to hit, 14 to hit.
That's damage. Give me roll. Hit up. Give me damage.
I wasn't expecting to actually hit. I have to find my damage die now. The way I've been rolling tonight, I would not be surprised if that could work. But 4 points of damage.
All right. It is barely up, but it is still up. It is Wiggs.
All right. I'll go for another magic missile.
There you go.
All right.
Spell burning him.
I rolled a 3.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't lose it any more than you've lost.
I can't lose it twice, so.
Yeah. So there you go.
Nothing to lose.
Goes the front way. It is time for Anatol to.
all right, I'm torquing it up again. That is a 19, 21,
Yeah. 21. 3 damage.
11 points of damage.
Okay. You know what? You continue to burn it with that torch, which again, just the thing against this creature. And yeah, sure enough, you wind up. It like makes one final kind of half lunge and collapses in a wreath of flames and just falls down.
Finally.
I hate you. I hate you, frog.
I'm gonna turn to Anatol and be like, so is Septus dead or what? Like,
No, I mean, he started coughing and it seems like he's breathing, but he doesn't look very good. You might want to take a closer look at him.
Yeah, he just disappeared on me in the middle of me getting throttled by a frog.
Although you might want to check because Forrester went that way and he might be eating his face.
That is a solid point. Yeah.
Hashtag Florida man.
Bath salts.
Yeah, if combat is officially over, then I might take off down the hall to make sure that Septus's face is still attached.
You know, when you get out there, Forrester just looks very embarrassed and is sort of like standing there, like trying to keep it together, deep breaths, as deep as you can make when you're 3 foot tall. But hey, there's Septus, and Septus looks real bad.
Yeah,
frog bite in his face.
I'm gonna try and lay on hands again. No promises are made.
Right.
What's your alignment?
Lawful.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, can I start looting this stupid room? I'm mad.
Sure.
I'm also holding my spleen.
Oh
the
god,
same
that's
time.
right. I have to do that next.
Oh, my pancreas.
Ow, my scapula.
All right. That is 1 die for Septus.
Well, that's pretty much all she's got anyway. So, wizards are Okay, cool.
I'm hoping
All
that
right.
with a fight that's possibly though, that's a pretty tough fight. That there's got to be some treasure in this room.
Yeah.
Or there's more of these things, and we should take the L and move on.
I mean, Brendan is making that face.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we just check the
Check the
crypts
ones that they came out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you check the ones they came out of. I'm just gonna, I don't usually, since now we all know what the room numbers are, I feel more inclined to share stuff directly from the text. I'm gonna read this to y'all. The mummy's niches only hold rags and dust. The Salentinian knot is too miserly to bury their dead with items of value. The rest are completely bare. So it's a wash, I'm afraid, guys. Y'all go through and look through, and you find nada in here.
Michael Curtis.
But somebody needs to go through and pick up all of Forrester's gold pieces.
Ernie
That he
posited.
just
Ernie
sprayed all
has
over
earned
the place.
those.
Yeah.
He's like,
Speaking of which, should that be the next thing on the agenda? Stopping here
I
from waiting?
need about 20 something hit points and yeah, I don't know how many dice it is to heal my ruptured whatever internal organs.
I mean, you're gonna die from that. I'm thinking that's a 3 dice heal.
Oh,
Three dice?
actually no, I think it's just considered a crit. Right?
no, it's actually got the
Yeah, I'm calling it the 3 dice heal.
yeah.
organ damage, 2 dice.
Fine, 2 dice heal. Do that.
A disease is yeah. Organ damage.
We're being extra difficult tonight. All right.
I'm sorry, it's my
Damage.
rules lawyer influence, I guess.
According to page 271,
According to how Gary Gygax intended, it,
Well, actually, it was David Arneson.
All right, Ernie. Well, you only got 1 die this time, so you're gonna have to just take that as hit points back.
Wait, you're supposed to declare that before you roll it.
Yeah, you want to declare that
Oh,
first?
okay. Then yeah.
then you get nothing.
Then no healing.
oh
for
wait,
you.
wait. How far was he? How far were you from 2?
I got a 13. I would need 14. I need 8 point.
Okay, you got it.
All right, 2 dice.
All right, so that gets rid of my ruptured spleen.
See,
Forrester
I saved
sudden-
your sword and I
Guilt
saved your
kicks in.
spleen. I saved your life.
Oh,
today,
wait.
Ernie.
Yeah, the gold piece just popped out of my mouth. The one you sent into my gut, I just coughed it up. I'm keeping this.
Brendan, now that I've seen how dangerous Forrester is while he's high, is there a potential
Well, no, right now
that-
you guys hear gentle sobbing from the hallway. So
Oh.
would I be able to use my handle poison skill to maybe think of a way to give him something that will sober him up?
A countermeasure? Yeah, give me a roll, call it a 16 to know what it is.
And then you could just turn them on and off. You could
I
get
got
them
a
high.
16 on the dot. I rolled a 14 and I have a +2 to handle poison.
And give me a luck die.
That do not make.
Oh, Phoebe, I could still use more hit points.
You know exactly
Okay.
what would do it, but you don't have any of the stuff you need to do it on person.
All right.
What
Yeah,
usually
turn 'em-
does it is time.
Turn them on and off. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Get him high, throw him in the room. He goes crazy, kills everything. Pull
We've
it
done
back
some
out.
healing.
Downers,
This is
back and
actually,
forth.
we're almost at the end of the hour, so this is a good stopping point. So we'll go ahead and stop here for tonight. But thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you very much, Elder Skatch, for being on the show tonight. And
Yeah.
appreciate you guys tuning
My
in.
pleasure.
Bandwidth, and we will see y'all next time.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for dealing
Thanks
with
for
our
having me, guys.
audio problems.
Julie sucks. I love you guys.